What's good, what's good, family? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Welcome to another episode of Trappin Tuesday, man. Jose, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Every time, I don't know, I'm gonna say every time, but today, just listening to that, bro, like, I'm proud of that.
Had bars.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that. But also, bro, like, I look at that and I look at, we really did 1.2 million in the option play, bro.
We was at the gym.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna can I just take 1 minute to say that we did 1 million, that play wound up being 1.2 million because I didn't cut it. I let it run for like another 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Bro, we did 1.2 million in the, bro, I just want to talk for a second about the power of belief right quick, bro. Before we even get into what we got to get into, I just want to talk about the power of belief, y'all. I want everybody watching this show for 1 second. 1 second before we start this show, man. I just want everybody who watching this show right now to take 1 second, y'all. I'm about to just do something real quick. I want you to just close your eyes for a second. And I want you to see visually the thing that you want most in life. Whatever it is, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to see it. And when you see it, I want you to feel it. And then I want you to own it. Like, I ain't talking about just like, yeah, you know, I want this, that, I'm cool. Like, I want you to close your eyes, family. I want you to see it. I want you to feel it. And then I want you to own it. I want you to own it like you know it's yours, fam. I want you to own it like nothing can stop you from getting it, fam. I want you to lay hold to it, man. And when I say lay hold to it, like, I want you to grasp it in a way to, if you balled your fist up, you almost drew blood out your palms. I want you to own it, fam. I want you to lay hold to it, fam. I want you to put everything in you when you see it, whatever it is. So I'm gonna give you 3 seconds, man. The first second, we gon' see it. The second second, we gon' feel it. Now this last second, I want us to own it. I want us to lay hold to it. I want us to possess it right now. Just possess it, fam. And now I want you to open your eyes, fam. What that feel like? Right now, you supposed to have an overwhelming feeling. You supposed to have something so fire up inside you, you feel like you about to hop up out of this living room, or you about to hop up out of that chair, or you about to hop up out of whatever. Like, you supposed to feel it right now, fam. The reason why I can tell you that, fam, is I kept telling myself, I'm gonna do 1 million in a play. I'm gonna do 1 million in a play. I kept saying it. And I ain't just say it to myself. Watch this. I spoke it to people. I spoke it to you all. I spoke it to Jose. I spoke it to Shine. I spoke it to myself. I spoke it to people who I knew was trading. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make 1 million in a play, fam. I'm gonna make 1 million in a play, fam. I will never forget that play. We got a 275% return on that play. I said, oh my God. I just did that. I say, I just did that. So here's why I'm telling you this, y'all. I'm telling you this because you gotta reach for something that in the moment, it feels unattainable physically, but it is attainable mentally. And because it's attainable mentally, you feel it spiritually. So when you feel it mentally and you feel it spiritually, yo, the physical is inevitable. I'm talking about, like, I know why a lot of people, in my heart of hearts, I feel like a lot of people don't have the success that they want in life and the markets is because they walk half confident, half fear. You walk half confident and you walk with a little fear because you fearing what you don't understand. Watch this. And you letting your limitations keep you from exceeding your own expectations. Okay, watch this. You're letting the limitations, so immediately you walking into something saying, man, I don't really know if I don't really understand. Nobody ain't never really talked to me. Nobody never really broke it down to me. Like, so you letting your own limitations create an experience that nullifies your expectation. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. So let's make it clear. So you have high expectations, but you're letting the lack of what you don't know keep you from walking into the expectations proudly. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna tell you how this is so powerful. We was doing the deep swings and we was doing the leaps. Nobody wasn't doing it because they were saying, Trap, you don't even do the charts like we do the charts. Trap, you ain't really cold-blooded with the charts like we cold-blooded with the charts. So how you gonna do that? I'm like, just check me out. Just check me out. So what I'm saying to you is, you letting people who you think are better than you tell you what you can't do because you putting them on the pedestal instead of putting yourself on the pedestal saying, I don't care what I don't have, I know what I do have, and what I do have right now is enough. Man, he don't really know, he can't read this, he can't do that. I get $1 million in a play. As a matter of fact, 1.2, and we documented. I'm with my dog. We working out, about to go speak. I say, bro, did that? I say, oh my God. I start crying. Because I never let the people who were so-called better than me tell me what I could not do. And I never compared myself to anybody else in the game. I just focused on what Trap can do. And I focused on what I learned. And I focused on what was working for me. Your biggest problem is you keep comparing yourself to everybody else and what everybody else doing. You keep scoreboard watching. I'm making this, they making that. And then I said, I'm going to show you the percentages every week, day in, day out. Win, lose, or draw, I don't care. You know why? Because I'm going to make $1 million play. And once I do that, I don't care how you feel about me, you can't argue what has been done. Your biggest problem is you too worried about what everybody, I don't care what nobody got to say. Hey, I got $1 million in the play. What's up? Holler at me. Can you do this? Have you done this? Is this on your track record? Bet, I'ma holler at you. I'm good. I'm good. You gotta be in competition with yourself. You gotta watch your own scoreboard. You gotta be your own harshest critic. I don't care what nobody else say. So what? I only wanna be better than who I was yesterday. I only want to be better than who I was the day before. Every day I get up, hey, you know what type of time we on, Trap. Every night I go to sleep, hey, you know what, hey, you saw we did wrong today? You saw we could do better today? You know what type of time we on, Trap. Listen to me, family. 13, mama in prison, homeless, in the streets of New Orleans. Guess what? Look at me now. 16, in prison, 10-year bid, $1 million in a play, GED. $1 million in the play. Stop going to high school. $1 million in the play. Daddy wasn't there. $1 million in the play. Mama wasn't there. $1 million in the play. Streets raised me. Wall Street pays me. $1 million in the play. That's verbatim. That's real life. I'm telling you, I don't care what the turbulence is you've been through. You only defined by what you overcome. You get defined by what you overcome. Stop letting people tell you what they can't do. Stop feeling some type of way because somebody got more than you. At some point, somebody always gonna have more than you. So what? It's there for you to get. But you letting what you don't have be the reason why you don't go get what you're supposed to have. You letting the information that you don't have now keep you from maximizing the information you do have now. And because you're scared to take the loss, you'll never be great. I've always said it. You gotta lose 10,000 to be willing to make 100,000. You gotta lose 100,000 to be willing to make $1 million. And you gotta be willing to lose $1 million to go get 5 or 10 million. I promise you, bro. I promise you this, y'all. Bro, when I lost that 1.5, bro, I didn't flinch. I put this on everything, fam. I did not flinch. I came in here every day. Hey, what's up? What we doing? Oh, we shooting content? Hey. What the market doing? Oh, man, they tripping. Bet, we gotta keep. Because in my heart of hearts, I understood. Bro, I'm on my way to 10 million. I know it. Hey, the war wound. All right, listen to me. I want you to look at something. If you take a look at your body, take a look at your overall body. Every scar on your body is a reminder of what you've been through. But even more so, it's a reminder of what you overcame. It's a reminder of how much pressure you can take. It's a reminder. So every time you think of folding, I want you to look at one of your war wounds and say, oh yeah, yes sir, haha, bet. Because I do it all the time. What's a little pressure? I look at my leg. I got 2 bullet wounds going straight through them. I got one that went through my, I said, oh, boy, I remember how that was hot. I remember nobody not showing up in the hospital. I remember that. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. I remember how that felt. Oh, damn, that stab wound in my back. I remember when the dude jugged me in prison. Shoot, ain't the one right here? Shit. And I couldn't go to the infirmary because it was over some drugs in prison, so yeah, I know how that felt. Yeah. What you think, it's pressure? Sure. But it felt like, see, people always say a jury of 2. I had a jury of 6 for mine. But it felt like when you had a jury of 6 telling you, hey, not guilty. How that felt? Oh, that was pressure right there. Yeah. That was pressure right there. 13 years old, my mom in prison, yep. Grandmother passed away, yep. My family, they love me, but yep, how that felt, 13, yep, how that felt, yep, stealing out of Goodwill, yep, getting school clothes, stealing the school clothes out of the thrift store. How that felt, that was pressure? Yeah. 1.5, oh man, shit, ain't nothing but some money. Ain't nothing but some money. My life ain't on the line. I'm still healthy. Got a roof over my head, my bills still paid. That's market money. I started with, don't forget this though, Trappin, you started with 400. Okay, back. We good. Problem is you looking at the present and you so focused on the future, you keep forgetting how far you came. You keep forgetting all the battles you had to endure to get to this one very spot. How dare you have the audacity to let one failure jeopardize how far you come? How dare you have the unmitigated gall to give up right now when you fought this goddamn hard? How dare you be scared right now when all of your life you looked at treacherous times? You looked at insurmountable tasks and you faced them head on. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you be scared to lose a little money? How dare you? How dare you? With everything you've been through, with all those silent battles that you have fought, how dare you be scared to put some money in this market? And how dare you double down and make an excuse for why you don't want to do it? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you say you won't build generational wealth? How dare you say you won't have freedom? How dare you say you won't have a life of your dream? How dare you close your eyes just now and say this is the thing you want? Feel it, grab hold to it, and then open your eyes and say, but. How dare you? How dare you? You letting this little Trump turbulence sidetrack you. You letting this little Trump turbulence make you make a detour. You letting this little Trump turbulence make you second guess yourself. How dare you? How dare you say you the one that's gonna be the architect of your family last name and not think it's gonna cost you everything to do it? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you let some people on the internet say something about you and throw you off game? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you say you really want to win this game? How dare you say you really want to master the market? How dare you say you really want to be a great trader, but you rather scroll than research and read? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you say, I don't have time, I work too many jobs? How dare you? You supposed to work that many jobs. You ain't free yet. Freedom gonna be the most expensive thing that you ever pay for, and you gotta pay for it every day. How dare you have the unmitigated gall to make excuses? Listen to me, family. Every excuse got a little bit of truth in it, but you gotta want the end result more than you want the excuse. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you come from ancestors that were slaves in America and built this in blood, and you say you don't got the mental fortitude and the tenacity to go through something like this? How dare you? How dare you watch your mama work 2 and 3 jobs and say you ain't? How dare you grow up without your father and me? How dare you? How dare you? And you letting this little Trump turbulence make you forget what's in your blood, what's in your DNA. How dare you? How dare you have the audacity to really think that you can dream big and not think it's gonna cost you? How dare you open this show with me tonight and you close your eyes and you felt that thing you said you wanted thing that's keeping you up late at night. When you see people being millionaires and saying, that's the life I want. How dare you know that something is possible and not give your all to attaining it? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you have them kids and you say you want them to have a better life than you, but you ain't doing nothing to change it? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you, family? I promise you, man, like, this just came over me. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this intro and I'm like, bruh, $2 million in taxes for a hood nigga is crazy. How dare you complain about paying taxes when you dreamed about being a multi-millionaire? It's a learning curve you gotta get through. It's okay, my dog. It's okay. You knew money. It's okay. You gotta learn it. But that don't mean, watch this, I'm about to say something. Just because you don't know something, don't give you an excuse not to go after it. How dare you? How dare you be bold enough to say, I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family. I'm gonna be the first billionaire in my family, and you don't wanna make sacrifices. I don't care if you gotta study the chart, go to sleep, study the chart, go to sleep, then go to work. How dare you not be that committed to something that's gonna change your life? Somebody asked me the other day, we was doing Trappers Anonymous on a Sunday, we was on a Zoom call, and they say, damn, Trap, it's Sunday, it's the game 7. I say, hey, check this out, my dog. Everybody that's playing them finals, they already millionaires, they living their dream. I ain't telling you not to watch it, but this right here mean more than me. We had 80 people on a Zoom call. I said, hey, this is my people that showed up for this Sunday Zoom call. Hey, it's 80 of us. Guess what? This means more to me because I'm helping them. I'm breathing life into them. I need them to understand that I don't care where I'm at in life. I ain't no bigger than them. We all gonna be on this journey together because my journey to freedom is your journey to freedom. My road to 100 million is your road to 100 million. That's why we putting the footprints down so you ain't gotta go cut no trees down. I'm gonna cut them down for you. But how dare you not be committed enough to follow? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? And I promise you, fam, when they said 2 million, I looked at it and said, bet, I just gotta get a new CPA. I ain't cry. Bet, I gotta get on a CPA. I gotta figure it out. You think I'm gonna let that stop me from moving forward? Watch this. There's a reason why the 1% is the 1%. There's a reason why poor people stay poor people. And it's more about mindset. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that word. They think when you talk about mindset, it's, oh, you talking in loops, oh, you talking in circles. Mindset, 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 mindset. Mindset is the difference between a loser and a winner because both of them get on the field and want the same goal in the end. But at some point, somebody wanted more than the next person. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I don't care who you is. Nobody don't want more out of life than me. And if you do, you got to prove it to me every day. Because every day I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna show up. Every day I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna show up. And when you think about quitting, I'm still going. When you going to sleep with the book on your chest, I'm still reading. I still got the Audible in my ears at night. I wake up in the morning, I don't want to listen to the music. If it ain't, I'm listening to the Audible. I'm reading the book. I'm in the bathroom reading the book. I'm in the shower with the phone in the soap container listening to the audio. I gotta turn the phone around so that pot don't get wet. I turn it upside down. I'm gonna learn. I'm addicted to learning. I want it. And I want it more than you. Trap, you won't go? I don't want to come. I turn down 10 parties before I go to one. And the only reason I go to the one is to show my people who I really love and right. Hey, I still love you, fam, but I'm on a different journey right here. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? I'm here, fam. I ain't going nowhere. In the midst of adversity, fam, I show up. You know why? James 1, 2, and 4, I consider it pure joy. The perseverance, it adds on to the faith and let me know that I lack nothing. I lack nothing. So whatever the world tell me I'm lacking, guess what? Greater is he that is what? Okay. I lack nothing. You lack nothing. Stop letting the people around you tell you what you lack because you starting to believe it, and that's your biggest problem. The people around you telling you what you can't do, that's your biggest problem. I'll be 100% real with you, yo. Trappers Anonymous, the Patreon, it ain't really about the plays. Yeah, you make the plays, you know what it's about? It's about a bunch of people that understand what's out there for them. I lead by example. I'm here. Guess what? Trap down 1.5. I was in the community more when I was down than we was up. I was in it more when we was down than when I was up. That's what it's about. It ain't about just, oh, we making plays, Trap giving me the plays. No. I really want you to don't even need me. If I'm being real with you, I really don't want you to need me. I really don't want you to depend on me. I really don't want you to make me have to put a play in. What I really want you to do is say, hey, I don't really need Trap. I'm really just here because I ain't got nobody around me that's gonna give me this type of vibe. I really want you just to be like, hey, bro, when you open the Freedom Center, because that's our house, Trap. We come and sleep over there, dog. That's what I really want. I don't really want you in there because we giving out the plays and we putting the plays out there. I really don't care about that. I really just want you to understand what it's like to be around people who see the game the way you see the game. Because you ain't got nobody in the group chat you can talk to. You ain't got nobody around the crib who you can sit down and talk about stocks to. I'm gonna go a little further. You ain't got nobody in the crib who you can talk about $1 million situations to and they don't feel like you flexing. That's the type of circle you need to be around. I gotta talk around people who know, hey, bro, I just paid $2 million in taxes and they understand solution. They're like, what? $2 million in taxes? Golly, bro. That's rich nigga problems. Yeah, I can't talk to you, fam. You don't get it. That's rich nigga problem. I wish I had. I'm still trying to carry some children. Man, I'm good, fam. I'm good. I need to go sit around people who I can say, hey, bro, how do I build this $100 million business? What does it look like? So I can build a $100 million business so I can give $100 million away. So I can impact 100 million people. I need to be around people that understand infrastructure like that. 100 million? That's what you gonna do with all that money? Wrong. Why you need 100 million? Why somebody need $1 billion? Why some man need 300 and something billion? Because it's there. And guess what? When I die, they got people that come behind me. I need to leave money for all of them. Because every day is somebody gonna try to take it away from them. And I'm the last one to get it out the mud. And everybody after me gotta get it out the market. That's the golden rule. So how dare you, fam? How dare you? How dare you have the audacity to say that you're gonna be the one to change your family and you letting a little Trump turbulence rattle your spirit? It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trappin, man. Episode 149, we here, bro. We here, bro. My bad, Jose, bro. I saw that intro and just.
I was like, my boy had his Wheaties. And then he said, bro, what you told him before? I said, that wasn't me. That was... we was in here joking.
Nah, bro, I just saw that. Bro, I'm telling you, I was sitting here and I just asked you for what's the intro.
Yeah.
So I had made up this thing in my mind and then I just saw.
But you heard the.
I heard the intro and it
took you back.
It just took me through how we got here. And I'm looking at the play like $1 million in the, I say, yo, we really did that.
Yep.
We really did that.
Going crazy. It was in the gym when it happened, bro. And what was that, Dallas?
We was in Dallas. Good soil last year.
Well, on another note, Dallas was hot, and I do got a question for you as we pivot. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
Yo, you really threw water in the box fan? You thought I forgot about that?
You never did that?
Bruh, first off, if you throw water in the box fan, you get electrocuted.
Not in the back. Nah. You know what? PG County.
PG County. I knew he was gonna say that, but
PG County. Yeah, nigga.
How you throwing water in the box fan?
You throw the water in the fan and it flip back in your face.
Okay. I'm with it. The only thing I did in the fan was do my T-Pain voice on that joint.
We did that too.
Yeah.
We did that too.
That's what you got, the
We did that too.
T-Pain
You
voice.
throw the water in the fan and it come back at you.
Okay. If my mama see that, she probably still be spanking me right now.
Nah, man.
That's crazy.
Nah.
So, shout out to you and shout out to Cam. Both of y'all got fresh cuts.
Oh, man, come on. My dog Cam.
That boy lined
My
up.
dog Cam. My dog Cam.
Cam got
Dog
the
Cam got a cut. Ooh, that nigga look like 7 years younger.
Yo, here's the crazy part. I didn't know he had waves underneath.
Bruh, the waves came out of nowhere. You know what that tell me? He be inside, look, brushing his hair. When I get this haircut, I don't know when I'm gonna get it. But when I do, the waves gonna be there. I'm telling you, you gonna go home tonight. Your wife,
His wife gonna give you a
she gonna
gift.
look at you like,
She gonna send you a present tomorrow. So a delivery to the building.
tell her, me and my lady, we not eating, we raw. We plant-based right now. That's up her alley.
Thank you for saying plant-based.
We want a little,
I was like,
we don't mind a little cauliflower wings. We cool with that. I bet. We like cauliflower wings. Let's holler at our people right quick, man. Big Bell in the building, man. Leon Barnes in the building. Carolina Blue, I see you. Rams, I see you. Michael Robinson, I see you. Belina, I see you. Sir James, what's good? Bruce Stewart, what's good? Nettie, what's good, love? Mike G, I see you. West Fury, I see you. Larry Morgan, I see you, family. Double Law, what's good, beloved? I saw your story today. Carlos, what's good, man? Calvin Smith was good, man. Tamara was good. Lorenzo was good. Eric was good. Gutter CEO was good. Freddie Cruz was good. Bud was good. Camille was good. Khadijah was good. Doug was good. Jelly was good. Mr. Walt VIP, I see you, fam. Davian was good. Goodfellas was good. It's going fast right now, cuz I ain't gonna even lie. Doug Perry was good. Shazam X was good, family. I see you. Tuss was good. I see you, fam. It's going real fast. KJ was good. E-Flow was good. I see y'all, man. It's going too fast now. I can't, God, I can't see. I'm straight.
Hey, while they still coming, let's make sure each and everybody, we like, comment, share this with your group chat.
Troy was good.
Like
Cheesy
button.
Bread was good. My bad, Jose.
No, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and share with the group chat.
Autumn
Hit that
Phoenix
like
was
button.
good. Shout out to my girl, Autumn Phoenix. She in Trappers Anonymous. She has, I hope she don't mind me saying this, so she has sickle cell, but she just had some, if I won't say this right, she just had like some new cells to help her on, she just went through a surgery. Real dope. We talking about it in Trappers Anonymous.
Let's go.
I told her we've been praying for her for that.
Let's go.
Praying for her for that. So shout out to my girl. She's such a sweetheart. Pascal was good. Let's go, man. So
Oh, shout out Andre. He posted
Andre
in the
who?
joint. I forgot his last name. I sent it in the group chat real quick. Oh, Andre Young. He said,
Andre Young.
He said, look, because of you, Trap, 6 months sober. I think that's
6
major.
months.
That's major. So salute to that.
Come on, man. 6 months sober, man.
Leveling up on a different level, you know what I'm saying? That's good.
6 months sober is amazing.
Yeah.
I
that's
love to hear
good.
that.
That's good.
6 months sober, man. That's good, man. So, we having a good day. We having some nice days in the market. Tell you a little story right quick before we get into it. So me and my lady, I'm watching this guy I showed my lady this. Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I love my lady about me, bro. Listen, I love it, bro. I'm in that mode right now, bro. I'm in that mode right now. It's clicking on all cylinders right now. It's clicking on all cylinders right now. I came home the other day, I came home the other day, she had some nice plant-based food ready for us. You know, we not eating none of the, you know, the dead carcasses. We not eating that right now. And I told her, I don't know, you know, I'm really a seafood person. I'm not really a red meat kind of person. I said, but you know what, babe? Like, I'm good. We not gonna eat nothing. So she like, you know what? What I like about her, if I say we on something and it's good, she gonna rock with it, right? So I was watching this guy. His name is, I forgot his name. But he the man that's trying to live forever. Right? And so he's just talking about his lifestyle. And his lifestyle is basically, he's spending a whole bunch of money on lifestyle, right? But simple stuff that I know that we can do, right? So he like, I'm not gonna do this though, but he like, his bedroom, he don't have nothing but a bed and an air purifier. That's it. There's no TV, there's no radio. It's his bed and an air purifier. He got a couple other things that I don't want to mention on the show that is, I feel like I won't mention it. But there's nothing.
That was the Don't Die show, right? Don't Die?
His name
Man Who Wants to Live Forever?
He wants to live forever.
Okay.
And so he has 8 months. So this is really hard. He has 8 months in a row of 100% sleep. So how he get it is, so on his Whoop app, the Whoop measures your sleep. So he say he has an algorithm. He listens to the algorithm. So when the thing tell him to go to sleep, he go to sleep. He has a world record of 8 months in a row of 100% sleep. You know how hard that is. Bro, I be landing around 70 and I be like, all right, bet, I'm good.
That's a different level of dedication right there.
So what he says is, he said his bedroom is only designed for sleep. So he got the extra dark curtains. He even figured out, he do so much data, he figured out what side that he figured out that his left side is the side that gives his brain the most blood flow in his sleep. He has a certain type of mattress. He has a certain type of cover that he used. All of that, right? Certain type of pillows, everything. And he said his bedroom has to be, so how much hours is 100%? So it depends on your body, your activity. So it'd be different, but it's anywhere between, for him, it's anywhere between 7 to 9 hours. So just imagine, watch this. Just imagine how much better you'd feel if you got 7 to 9 hours of sleep every day for 8 months in a row.
And fully rested.
Bro, you don't even get a good week where you get that.
Yeah. I can't remember when I had a good, you know what I'm saying?
So the Whoop tells you based on your stress level, based on everything, it tells you what you need to get 100% sleep. So the next thing he does is he said, bro, he eats only 1 ingredient foods is all he eat. When I heard that, it blew my mind. I said, 1 ingredient food? What the hell? I never heard of that. But I realized and he says everything is organic, so it's like spinach.
That's it. That's the only ingredient.
That's it. Garbanzo beans. That's it.
Lettuce.
Ain't no gravy and rice. No. Nothing processed. He don't even do Greek yogurt.
Yeah, nah.
He don't do Greek yogurt. He do like puree. So like when you take a fruit and it's like
God is his chef.
It's smashed.
God is his chef. He made all the ingredients.
I said, what? He said only one ingredient foods. He wake up every day. He only eat 2 times a day. He eat 1 time, so he wake up at 5 o'clock. He wakes up at 5 o'clock. He works out. He takes 60 pills a day. Supplements. 60 pills a day. He only eats 1 ingredient food, 1 in the morning, and then he eats again at around 2 o'clock. And after that, he don't eat again.
Mono meals. That's what Marquita said. I like that name, Mono meals. One ingredient.
One ingredient, bro. So I told my lady, I said, listen, let's do 30 days of one ingredient meals. 30 days. One ingredient meals. We're gonna take the ashwagandha, we're gonna take, so I got something from his page though that I take though. It's called yellow. So one is red, it's called red yeast. It's a good pill. And another pill is called yellow something. I'm gonna send it to you, Jose. It's yellow something, and it ignites something in your body. And I damn, I forgot what it is. It's like turmeric. So it's turmeric, garlic. I can't think of this last one, man. Turmeric, garlic, and yellow, damn, I can't forget what it is, bro. And it got NAC in it. If you look up NAC, that's the other, together they produce this thing, bro, so I'm a rabbit hole person. So I'm like, this is, I need this in my life, and my lady like, me too.
And I bet you it will equalize you, because a lot of times people will be stressed based off of the sugars, based off of the everything else.
Yep, Brian Johnson, that's his name, Brian Johnson. If you go look on his site, you'll see it. It's a red. Nah, he about to, cause I know what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna go to the site, y'all gonna go to order a whole bunch of stuff. Be like, Trap told me. Now y'all about to, he already a billionaire.
And we ain't got no affiliate link.
I ain't got no affiliate link. He need to help me out. But he got this other stuff. No, it's not yellow, Doc. It's not yellow root. The red yeast. So he take the red yeast. That was one of them. And then the other one, it's not yellow, Doc, but the pill is yellow based on the it's not yellow, Doc, root, but it's yellow because of this. So I think it's garlic. I think it's garlic, curcumin, and something else, and it has NAC in it, bro. And I was like, yo, he said he takes 60 pills a day, bro. But guess what? He is the world's slowest aging man. Guinness Book of World. Shout, we got 3,000 people in the chat.
Shout out to the 3,000.
Anyway, I don't want to stay on that too long, but right now, he's in the Guinness World Book of Records right now as the world's slowest aging man. Right now.
That's crazy.
I didn't even know that was a record.
Dog, that's a level of discipline. Because you know God in his infinite wisdom, if he wanted broccoli to taste good, I believe he could have did that.
That's a fact.
But it's saying, hey, this is better for you. If you think about almost everything that's good, ain't good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we talked about that before. I was like, bro, if you think about everything that really tastes like amazing.
Yeah.
Different level of discipline.
Yeah. I don't know, but I told my lady, man, I said, let's do it, babe. Like, so we do the sauna. I've been doing a cold plunge every day. And I've been on it, bro, and I feel good, bro. Not gonna lie, bro. Anyway, let's get to it, man. We got a dope show ahead of us tonight. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Let's get to it, man. I like what's happening here, man. How y'all feel in the chat? Val J, how you feel? Ashley Braiswell, how you feel? Swing King, I don't like saying that just now, man. Damn, I wish I would have read that before I said it. Marquita, how you feel right now?
They gonna clip that one up.
Yeah, man, how you feel right now? Josh the leader, how you feel, man? You feel me? How you feel, man? How y'all feel, man? I feel good, man.
It's worse because it's Swing.
Yeah,
it's Swing King Drake.
Yeah.
What?
Jeremy, how you feel, man? How y'all feel, man? I feel good. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get our mantra up, man. Let's get to it, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I'm more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself, but my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I am a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all the chains that anchor me from that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generations behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. And Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, man.
I guess Nat got to be right here more often because you really on a high.
I've been feeling good, dog.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Drinking your water.
I've been feeling good.
Minding your business.
Though, like, it be cool my lady be in town, man. We been spending time together. We be chilling. We be reading. We be having fun. You know, she be annoying sometimes, though, but I love it. Yesterday when I walked in the house, I sat down. She was like, "Yay!" I was like, "Yeah, I just got in here." She needed her.
Needed that feel.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, man." You know what I'm saying? But I love it, man. I love it.
Go.
I love it. I love it. We be having some cool talks. Yeah, man. So let's get to it, man. So I'm gonna say this right quick. I know a lot of people when they heard that war talk, they was jumping on some puts. They were jumping on them oil stocks. And they were jumping on them defensive stocks. It might have worked for 10 minutes. It might have worked for 10 minutes. I'm talking about between 9:30 and 9:45, Monday. After that, I'ma holler at you. But they ain't gonna post that. They ain't gonna post that. What I told my people was, I said, hey, hold tight. I actually said, I don't think it's gonna do what y'all think it's gonna do. And you know why? I told this to Ashan. We got a new playbook. There's a new playbook. It's not saying that the old methods don't work, but there's a new playbook. The charting doesn't change, the fundamentals doesn't change, but there's a wild card. And his wild card is Donald T. Trump. Donald J. Trump. It's a wild card. You ever play, like, you know what I don't like? When I go play spades with people and they say deuce is wild. I don't like them kind of spades players. I don't like the deuce is wild spades player. I like deuces is deuces, aces is aces. Now, when I go to the country sometime, they play jokers. I'm all right with that, but it kind of throw me off sometime. Right? I like age-old ace to deuce. That's what I like. Ace to deuce. You know why?
This is spades?
Ace of spade.
I don't know how to play spades, but go on. Go
Ace to deuce. Wait a goddamn minute. Wait a goddamn minute.
Look, first off, it ain't PG County. But even my girl, she said, we're going to sit down and learn this thing. But, yeah, I don't know how to play spades. I'm a monster in Uno. I feel a lot of judgment going on.
You know you bad when Bernard hit you with that.
Right. That is crazy. We should have that on video. He got a wool cap on and there's 100 degrees outside. But anyway,
that's all right, but you can't
if you
play
in the
spades.
chat
But
and you can't play spades,
but you
let
can't
me
play
know.
Spades. You cannot play spades.
No.
I am now putting in a application for a new right-hand man. I'm putting in an application.
See, look, they coming in. Me too.
I'm putting in an application for a new right-hand man. What happens if we out at a speaking engagement, somebody say, try to play some spades? I'm going to say, I can't. My dog can't play.
I'm going to sit on the side like, go Trap. Kill him. Kill him, Trap. You winning, Trap. That's a good hand, I think. Trap.
My boy said, like, man, that look like about 10 books. How many books they got again?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. My dog said, I'm cold-blooded at Uno, though. I
Yo.
would draw for you to death,
Monster
dog.
checkers. Connect full.
Everything but spades.
Yep.
Damn.
All right, go on, my bad.
You never cease to amaze me, bro. And that's why I love you so
Hey, look,
much,
bro.
bro. You know what I love about Jose so much? He gonna stand in it.
Yeah, all day.
Jose is prototypical, he's the epitome of judge me all you want.
All you want. Because look, soon as you thought, I'm going to give it right back to you.
Jose said, I don't play spades, but I'm a good Uno partner. Come on now.
You playing on.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, he's just a wild card, bro. Like, and I'm reserved, so I don't get into, I've decided, like, yo, I'm not about to get into the political thing with people, bro. Like, it just don't make sense. And I saw somebody say something the other day on my Instagram page, because one of the queens commented, and she said, I'm not a Trump supporter, but she talked about it. And so a dude commented and said, why all black people got to start off every conversation with Trump is, I'm not a Trump supporter, but. I said, you know why? Because black people understand that other black people is super emotional when it comes to that man. So they got to put it out there, so because they won't protect their peace. They won't protect their peace. They don't want their notifications going off for 16 weeks in a row. So now you got to go delete the comment because you tired of your notifications going off. I get it.
I'm going to tell you something. ChatGPT is emotional also. So I was writing out the description today, right? I said, let me get Chat to help me out a little bit. I said, hey, give me something in regards to saying, hey, we all need to ride and rally with Trump because we in this together. ChatGPT said, I can't do that. I said, what do you mean? He said, I can help you out with this, that, and third, but I can't do that. I'm going to show you too, George. I said, oh, we're going to talk about this later. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Only needed a couple sentences at the end. Chat literally said, I can't help you with that.
Oh, my God.
Chat got emotional about Trump. That's crazy.
Bro. So I just feel like he's a wild card, bro. And you got to navigate him. You gotta navigate him at this point. And so I said, man, I don't, flush, somebody said, man, flush Trap for not knowing his right. You know what, bro? Flush me, bro. Because that is 100% a question that I'm supposed to know out the gate. Moving forward, part of the application is, can you play spades? And if they say yes, I'm going to give up a make-believe hand and say, how many is this?
Right, put him to the test.
How many is this? How many books you got? Come on. Come on. So two things he killed me with this week, bro. Two things that just made me say, bro, you got, and this is in my head, bro. I said, so here's the thing, and there's no, I'm not saying that this is not a joking matter when people are getting killed and bombs are being dropped. Like, this is for me, like, bro, you don't really want to see nobody go to war, bro. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I'll be like, bro, come on, bro. But when this dude said, do not drop oil prices. No, he said, do not raise oil prices. If you do, I'm watching. I posted on my gram. I know a Debo move when I see one. And here's what I told Ashan. I said, that right there, this tweet right here lets you know that watch, I'm about to say this and I know people not gonna like it. That dude is powerful, bro. That tweet right there let me know that I underestimated how powerful he is. It's real talk. It's real talk.
Mm-hmm.
I underestimated, and here's my thing. I don't even know how he got it. I'm still trying to figure out how. But maybe it ain't for me to understand. But listen, anytime, bro, listen to me. And I told Sean this. I said, Sean, any other playbook, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon Technology, Boeing, all them defensive stocks, through the roof. Oil, you hit Iran. 50% of the oil reserves. They control where majority of the oil, they can say, hey, listen, last year and year before last, we made a little bag on some oil plays. Listen, 9 times out of 10, bro, oil stocks supposed to be rallying right now. Defensive stocks supposed to be going through the roof. Listen to me, bro. The people bombed each other after he said, chill out. Listen to me. Bruh said, stop. Do not raise them oil prices. I'm watching. Listen, it was 5 periods, and then I'm watching. The market dipped. And then when he said, I'm watching, I said, I've never seen it before. There's very few times that the market can surprise me. Every time I've been surprised by the market, it has been because of Donald J. Trump. And I didn't realize, I say, bro, this dude powerful. I said, this dude is powerful, bro.
You said the market is his.
It is. And that let me know it. Because, bro, check this out, bro. Not only did the market run, bro, the NASDAQ hit a high today, and the S&P is 1%. Mind you this, bro. The market has been running since he said, buy stocks now. Bro, y'all ain't listening to what I'm saying. Y'all ain't listening to what I'm saying. Y'all ain't listening to what I'm saying, bro. You're not listening to me. If you was born in the 80s, you ain't seen nothing like this before. Because we just not getting into the market over the last, bro, we ain't seen nothing like this, bro. And here's the crazy part. So I follow a couple Democratic, senators. They on the Instagram all day, they keep saying what he can't do. And every time I go in the post and say, bruh, do y'all wasting y'all time saying what he can't do.
Because all he gonna do is prove
You gotta change your strategy, fam. Y'all so busy saying, so the dude said, Donald Trump he can't call for a war. The Congress gotta do it. What did he do? Bomb, bomb, bomb. Donald Trump can't do this. Donald Trump can't tell the market to buy stocks. What did he do? Buy stocks. So you gotta stop saying, what he can't do. So now here's the crazy thing what I saw. And this was crazy. So I didn't realize that Barack Obama clowned him.
Hey, when you posted that joint, I ain't never seen that.
That's what made me, that was the post. When I saw that, I said, this where it started from.
Hey, look, Trump was taking him too, but he was like,
bad.
Bet.
So he was behind the whole birth certificate thing for Barack. He started that. I didn't know that. He started the whole, so when Barack ran, the whole thing was Barack not born in America. Trump started that. Okay. But Barack got that charisma. And Barack,
he was hilarious.
Barack, he a nigga. Barack got on center stage and went ham. I'm talking about he killed them with so much class. right? He killed them with so much class. He was like, it might be on me. But he was like, I know, let me see something. We good? Let me stop my joke. Let me see. Jose gonna tell me. Look at the chat. You think I can't see the chat, man? You think I can't see the chat, fam? It's gonna come back. Somebody said just close the app and come back in. Oh, they good. They say we good. Sometimes they do that. So now they gotta close it. They gotta close it and come back in. We good?
Yeah. It's a Trump messing with
Trump
us.
thing.
He said, okay,
Yeah.
Trap.
Yeah, just close it and come back in. So I saw that Barack clowned him. And he took it like a champ. But when I looked at the video, I said, oh, this was it right here. This when he said to himself, this the last time y'all gonna laugh at me. Go look at it. Go look at it. Anyway, but I told Ashan, I said we in a new era. And so today, we saw something else today. He got on TV, national TV, and dropped the F-bomb. Big F-bomb. I saw somebody, one of my posts said, nuclear bombs getting dropped, missiles getting dropped, people die from those. We'll survive a F-bomb. And so I just want us to understand that we are, the old headlines that used to work, and people ain't gonna like it, and I get it, right? And you're gonna be like, somebody said, why he minding them people business? And I said, bro, when has America ever mind their own business? America ain't never mind their own business. That's the one thing I can say, right? But here's the thing, bro, like we in an era where you kind of gotta pay attention to what's going on. We have never been in an era where a president uses social media so much. Right? Somebody said it shows how weak he is. I don't think I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he weak. So I'm gonna be real with you. Cause he controlling stuff right now. And if you really open your eye, and here's the thing, like, you cannot like something, but you gotta be real with what's going on. That's how I am. Like, I'm like, yo, I cannot like something, but I gotta be like, yo, like, this is crazy right here. There's no way, I've never seen that. This dude called people, you know, he be calling Jerome Powell a bonehead. I would have been told that dude square. Hey, what's up, bro? Let's fight. You tripping. You on national TV calling me out my name. Let's fight, dog. Like, let's fight for real. But what I'm seeing is, bro, really, he really doing what he want. And watch this, bro. He daring people to say something to him. Nah, bro. He doing what he want. And he daring, like, bro, he told the market, I am watching. And the market not rally one day, we about to hit all-time highs. I told Sean this. I said, say, bro, when he said this, oh, and stock's gonna go higher. I said, I knew at that moment. And watch this. Nobody said nothing about it. Only people on Instagram and social media said something about it. Oh, that's market manipulation. Nobody in Congress, nobody said nothing about it, bro. You gotta be willing to look at something and say, let me put my feelings on the side, bro. Like, what the hell is going on here? And you got to do what's right for you and your family at that point. Our biggest problem, I'm going to just keep it 100% real and people not going to like it, is we too emotional. We so emotional, we not even taking advantage of what's right in front of us. Because we gonna start saying stuff like this. All money ain't good money. I know that, but this ain't dope money. I ain't gonna rob nobody. All money ain't good money. Yeah, but guess what? This stock market money, it don't got no face on it. I'm going to get it from the same bank, the same hedge funds that's controlling your 401k, that's controlling your retirement, that the banks giving you 0.01% interest in. That's who money I'm going to get. That's who on the other side of the money that I'm putting in my account, and that's who on the other side of the money that the people in the Patreon and everybody else who trading, this ain't Donald Trump money. This the hedge funds, this the institutions. That's who money we gonna get, because that's the money on the other side right there. We so emotional that we forgetting what's at stake right here. Think about this. The one thing I do love about everything that's going on right now is that when they put out the stat and said the retail investor is the most resilient that it's ever been, I said, oh, I love that. Because that means, for the most part, we not getting shook out of position. And so they start saying, they come out with another one that said, you can't keep buying the dip. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Until we run out of chip. We're going to keep buying it. Go on dip 3, 4, 5%. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to buy it. And I know for a fact that they was trying to shake us out of position. I personally don't believe it was he trying to get the market cheap so it's rich pot. I don't believe that. I believe it was something else that we don't even much see what's going on. We don't understand it. But guess what? That ain't for me to understand. Our biggest issue is everybody trying to be political science majors. Right? Everybody want to be political science majors. Listen, I know economics. I know enough to understand what's going on. But I'm not in them rooms. I don't know. Guess what I do know? If Nvidia was 142 and it's $83, guess what that means? I need to buy it. I need to buy it. Meta got down to 575. We need to buy it. It's at 70 something right now. We need to buy it. But guess what? You let you let your feelings get in the way, and you so mad at what they got going on, you missing on the opportunity. So let me say this right quick. Stop letting your feelings put you in a position where you miss out on the greatest opportunities in life. That's our biggest issues as first generation wealth builders, as the first millionaires of our family. What happens is we get so emotional about, Republican. After you put your vote in, you've done your civic duty, get back to the money. After you put your ballot in, get back to the money. Cool, guess what? After you finish protesting, get back to the money. I'm cool, listen, I'm cool with you exercising your right to protest, but don't forget to get the money. Don't forget that. Listen, you don't want to go shop at Target. Cool, I'm with you. We ain't going there. But I'm not going to forget to make the money. And watch this. That make the money can come in short in Target stock or just going by Walmart and Costco. But don't forget to use the instrument that they've been using for generations. Because guess what he doing? He treating the White House like a cold-blooded salesman. Bruh just dropped the phone for $4.99. Bruh dropped the meme coin. And you could be mad like, hey, this is unethical. Bro, ain't nothing about America being ethical. You forgot they built it off being unethical. The thing is built off being unethical. Listen to me, you come from, hold on. You are a descendant of the epitome of what unethical is. 400 years of free labor. And you still looking for fair. Oh, this ain't fair, all right? This ain't right. All right, bet. Let me get the money. Let me do these options. Let me get this buy and hold. So after I finish protesting, I also know I ain't got a bag. Let me buy these stocks for my kids. Let me learn these options because after I protest, I'm gonna need some money to feed my family. So after I finish protesting, I know my net worth. I'm gonna still not shop at the Target, but I'm gonna increase my net worth while I'm doing it. Because Amazon and Walmart and Costco and BJ's and Casey's still popping. We gotta learn how not to be so all in on one thing that we forget that we gotta play the game from multiple positions. And so while you sit on the sideline, mad at Trump and mad at all this other stuff going on, you don't watch the market go from down 20% to up almost double digits. And now you sitting there like, man, I ain't gonna miss it next time. Yes, you will. Because they're gonna give you another reason to be emotional. And you're gonna be so focused on what's going on here, you're gonna forget, and now you're gonna be saying, we can't afford this. Listen to me, I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. Watch this, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. This is not no BS. Watch this. I've never met a person, man, shit, I hate to say this. Well, how can I say this without? Prices only affect the people at the bottom. That's the best way to put that. Prices only affect the people at the bottom. You know why? Because the people at the top and the people, they just like, yo, it is what it is. It is what it is. Prices only affect, and when I say only affect, everybody feel it, but it hurt the people at the bottom the most. Because you're so close to the edge, that's it. Watch this. Here's why. Yeah, you see companies mad about inflation, but guess what they do with the inflation? They pass it on to who? The consumer. They pass it on to the consumer. They're like, all right, bet. We pass it on to the consumer. Oh, tariffs about to hit? Guess what? Hey, we're going to pass it on to the consumer, bro. We're going to fight as long as we can, but we're going to pass it on to the consumer. So what I'm saying to us and all of us is this, y'all. I'm not telling you not to pay attention to politics. But watch them so you can understand how they moving pieces on the chessboard. Don't watch them so you get so emotionally riled up, you miss the play. Let's go a little further, man. God damn, why you let me stay on that subject so long, Jose?
Man, I was about to add in, but I ain't even doing that.
What should I say?
Nah.
All right, let's go a little further.
I ain't doing it.
Let's go a little further. Heat check, man. What we got, man? All right, Hell of a day. NVIDIA, hey, NVIDIA, come on, NVIDIA. Tesla down 2%. Look at. Tesla had a crazy run too, boy. I might sell my Tesla option. I don't want to ride that wave. We was down big, we hit. I might sell my Tesla option. I'm good on it. I think we about 8, 10, 12K, something like that. I might sell my Tesla option. It did what I came to do. All right, NVIDIA, AVGO, CRM, Uber, ServiceNow, IBM, listen, just a hell of a day. Look at that. Look. LX3. Look. LMT. Look. RTX. ExxonMobil. Look. ConocoPhillips. HES. Oxy. Look. Chevron. Look. This is insane. I swear to, I'm going to smack the piss out of Apple. They pissing me off. I'm not going to lie. All right, let's go a little further. He checked, but here's the thing. We still, the sellers ain't, they ain't shaking. The seller's there. All right, let's go a little further. That's interesting. Still neutral. I'm not gonna lie. I told you, from 50 to about 70 is my area. That's my area. I like that area. When we go to hitting 75 and 70, I'd be like, oh, Lord, trim the positions, trim all the positions, right? Let's go a little further, man. Certified Travel Week. Let's go back, man. Where the Freedom Index at? What a recession portfolio? Nope, we can't get a queen there. Let's go recession portfolio. Where that thing at? The people got to see the money. You know the people got to see the money. All right, let's go. You know the people come. Listen, I truly believe the people come to see the money. All right, let's go. Apple, I'm going to smack the piss. All the piss. So, Apple down, AVGO is up. Costco was up for about $8,000, and it's been in this little play, but we got up to January, I'm not mad. CrowdStrike, y'all know that's it. Damn, Sean, why you walked up on me like that, dog? Oh, you just wanted to see it like, damn, dog. Shout out to Goldman Sachs, y'all. Huh? That's been my, so listen, there's a couple plays here that are truly just, they my babies, man. It's my babies, man. Like, it is truly, Goldman Sachs is one of them.
Goldman Sachs, Meta, Netflix.
Goldman Sachs is my baby, man. Goldman Sachs is my baby. Lilly shook back on us. Now, the Patreon, we have a love-hate relationship with Eli Lilly because I don't think no other place sends us through the emotion that Eli Lilly sent us through. Eli Lilly get up on us, and then it go down on us. But we don't sell it because we understand that in one day, it'll go way up on So Eli Lilly will go way up on us, and then it'll go. So we like Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs has definitely been, our baby. But Eli Lilly, we have a toxic relationship with Eli Lilly in the Patreon. We love her and we hate her at the same damn time. Shout out to Meta. So in case y'all don't know, so right now, Meta is the biggest position that I have. So right now, I have $250,000 in my 700 Meta call for December. I did a new strategy on it. West say I don't have the emotions for Lilly. I'm telling you, it's definitely a toxic relationship with us and Eli Lilly, for sure. We toxic over there. But Meta we have a toxic relationship with Eli Lilly. But with Meta is my biggest play. I did what is called a continuation play with a continuation trade with Meta, and it's when so I was studying this strategy, and it shows you how to. It talks about not trying to buy the dip, not trying to catch the top, but getting in the middle of the trade. And it showed me a couple of things to look for, and I saw it with Meta, and I was like, damn, I wonder if I should play this thing right here. But because I'm always in learning mode, I went with my move. I told the Patreon, let me tell you something. So they think they pressured me into showing them the play. Truth of the matter is, I really just wanted to. I really wanted to. I was going to have the play on here, and I was like, yo, I got to put the play on here anyway because I made it. I got to let you know I made it. It is what it is. And I just didn't want to be held responsible if the play went the other way. So I had to be like, man, I don't want to show y'all the play, bro. Like, show me the play, Trap. I don't really show y'all the play. Show me. All right, here y'all go. You know what I'm saying? So it was the 700 play. We did a 700 meta call. This is, I just don't like playing with people's money, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I be trying stuff. I know I'm always evolving. So, I'm always going to be trying. This is the only account I trade options out of. So, got to show y'all the play. So that was the meta play. Netflix play, we on verge of hitting 1,300 over there. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So let's go a little further. So the NVIDIA play, what we did after NVIDIA earnings, I kept everything but 5 contracts in an NVIDIA play. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it hasn't moved a lot. It's slow grind. It dropped all the way down to 134 after earnings. I wanted to get back in it. I wanted to get to 129. It didn't get to 129. It bounced from 134. It came back up. It's at 147 right now. All-time high is 153. So not mad at that. I got in a Patreon the other day and I said, y'all loving Palantir and y'all loving these other stocks, but y'all ain't gonna show Goldman Sachs and Palo Alto no love because they really been like holding us down. You know what I'm saying? So, Palo Alto, that is, I was trying to get in a Z-scaler play, but it just hit all times high and it just don't want to slow down. QQQ, I am kind of mad at myself because I've been wanting to get a new QQQ play. But that QQQ play running. Of course, Spotify just going crazy. I do have 100. I think the first Spotify play is up. That one, the September play, is up 220%. But I only got like 3 contracts now. I had like 15. Once it hit 100, I took some. Once it hit 100, I took some. So this is what's left over. You know what I'm saying? So, and I asked in the Patreon the other day, I said, who's still in Spotify? Because we supposed to be letting that run. You know what I'm saying? So we got the Spotify play. We got the Spy play. Spy play doing good. So let's go a little further. All right. So then we got, damn, I ain't whited all the way out. So then we got the Tesla play. Y'all know we in there. We got the Visa play. Visa kind of made us mad because we was up like 5,000, 6,000, and then it took a hard left one day. So it done shook back. The Wingstop play is the new play we in. I thought I whited it out some more. Y'all can't really see it. We got in this play Monday. Was it Monday? We got in this play Monday, or was it Friday? Yesterday, we got in the Wingstop play. Here was the crazy part. Yep, we were. We got in the Wingstop play. It hit what I wanted, which was 361. Rocks up to 364, and then the bomb hits. They start bombing each other. It goes down to 352. I'm talking about, this is within 5 minutes. I'm talking about, is it like I made the play, made the post, watched it, I go in the chat, go to my therapy call. I said, I peak in therapy is down $8,000. I say, whoa, wait a minute. This is a 5-minute hack. What happened in 5 minutes? I get on the Patreon, and they say, oh yeah, we dropping bombs. I say, bombs? I get on the TV, I say, yo, whoa, what? Here's the dope part about it. After their bombs get dropped, Trump makes the tweet, it recovers. It recovers.
What is going on?
It recovers. And so I said, that's crazy. And then waste management, yo, it's just pissing me off. It's pissing me off. I'm gonna say, like I did with Sprouts Farmers Market. The next time waste management turn green, I'm getting out of it. I'm getting away from it. Anyway, so we probably in about, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, probably about 22 plays. Apple down, waste management down, Costco down. So that's what we doing, man. Anyway, that's what we doing, man. Shout out to Traders Armory. Say TQQ is gold when you do the formula. Thank you, fam. So if you want to come join the Patreon, man, come check us out, man. Again, we going to get money together. There's some dope people in the group. They getting to it, A lot of them use my formula. A lot of them got some other formula. We doing the technicals. And I'm going to say this. The greatest thing to me that happened was, I'll be honest with you. The greatest thing that happened to me during this whole thing was this made me get in the technicals way deeper. And we've been striking. I'm not gonna lie, we've been striking. You know what I'm saying? I think AB hit me up the other day and he said, bruh, he said, I ain't even gonna lie to you, Trap. A lot of people hitting me up and they like, bro, tap on them technicals heavy. And I like it. You know what I'm saying? And I still got, and I told AB this, I said, bro, technical analysis is a never-ending, I was telling you that too, Sean. Like, it's a never-ending rabbit hole of knowledge. So you gotta find 1 or 2 strategies that you really, really enjoy and master them before you go, because it's a never-ending, watch this. 2 traders could look at the same chart and see something different. They can probably agree with the same trend that's going on, but once you start getting into the nuances of what the strategies are, they're gonna have something different. One may be looking at minor structure, one may be looking at major structure. One may be using this strategy that calls for certain candle communication. So just, I think that's the best thing that ever happened. I wasn't even tripping on that because I know for a fact, like, it's game time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's game time. And the reason why, and I'm gonna tell you, like, if you new to investing, if you new to the market and you get into the Patreon, bro, like, there's so many dope-ass people in there. You know what I'm saying? That I can't wait till we get this Freedom Center done, because between Trappers and Knives and the Patreon, we gonna probably have a barbecue every other week in this bitch. Yeah. Let's go a little further, man. Let's get to our buy and hold. All right, Freedom Index, man. Let's get a little further, man. All right, so here we go, man. Sean, we are up 26%. What the market up right now, Sean? 8%? Come on now. We on our way. We on our way. The market is up how much? S&P?
It's up. Year to date, it's up 3.79% year to date. Beating the market by 23%, Trap.
The market is up how much?
3.79% year to date.
3.79% year to date. How much did NASDAQ up?
Let me see real quick. I'll pull up QQQ real quick. QQQ year to date is 5.79% year to date.
QQQ?
Yep.
5.79%.
Yep.
S&P, we up 26%. I wonder if the people gonna say, hey, bro, really be cooking the market. The ones that be, why the people that be hating on you why they can't hate with balance? Why when people hate on you, why they don't hate on you with balance? That way it don't look like they could be like, hey, he cooking the market, but that'd be like so cool if you be like, I gotta give him his props, but I don't like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That'd be so cool. Like, I don't really like him, but he bought a building with the option market. That is cold-blooded.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a couple, I ain't gonna name his name. There's a couple in here that give him maybe they ain't on their meds or whatever, but they be hating, and then the next day, they're like, go Trap.
Okay. I don't get to see them.
Like,
I don't get to see them.
I mean, like,
I respect that.
I don't know which one I'm gonna get this week.
You know why I respect that? Because you ain't biased. I'm cool with that. You be like, hey, bro, I don't agree with that, bro. That's flaw.
I let them breathe.
That's cool. And then you be like, nah, I like a good balanced hate. I like a good balanced hate. I like a good balanced hate. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because that show me you not biased. I ain't mad at that. Like me. Like, I wasn't a Mike fan, but I never denied that.
What Mike?
Michael Jordan. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan, but I've never denied his greatness. Like, I never was like Mike, I wanna be like Mike.
I wanna be like...
I used to fight my partners behind that.
Who was yours?
I like Magic. I like Joe Dumars. I like Isaiah Thomas.
This man was digging in the crates.
But
I ain't mad.
But here's the thing,
maybe
though.
you like the fundamentals of it.
But I just never.
George said they paid penitentiary bones.
But this even as a young nigga, I liked it. But they was on some. You know. But here's what they did.
Kobe wasn't on your.
No, I liked the Kobe. Kobe was a killer.
Oh, okay.
But it was just like, here's the thing, I'm not saying I didn't respect his, see, there's a difference between saying, yo, like, man, Mike trash. Man, Mike ain't that good. You're a hater.
Man, that's...
You're a hater.
Yeah.
You're a hate dude flying. I ain't never seen anybody jump a free throw line like that. He flying. He flying. Space Jam, I saw it 3 times. You feel what I'm saying? But I like Zeke. You know what I'm saying? But I never hated. So I'm like, there's hey, props. Bro, $1 million in the play, props. Don't act like you ain't see that post. Buying that building with the market, don't act like you ain't see that post. That $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, don't act like you ain't see that. But you'll come take a snippet and all right, let's go a little further. Let's go to our next thing, man. All right, AJ, my bad. Mary Ellen Pleasant, right? Mary Pleasant was an American entrepreneur. I don't know what the other word, I can't say it. Financer? I can't say it's cut off a little bit. Financier, okay. Real estate magnate and abolitionist. She was arguably the first self-made millionaire in African-American heritage, preceding Madam C.J. Walker. Wait a minute now. That's new to me there. Come on now. She identified herself as a capitalist by profession. Now, wait a minute now. Some black people ain't gonna like that. You know, a lot of black people, they don't like capitalists. In the 1890s, United Census, her aim was to earn as much money as she was able to help as many people as she could. With her riches, she was able to provide transportation, housing, and food for survival. She trained people how to stay safe, succeed, and carry themselves and more. The one-woman social agency served African Americans before and during the Civil War, as well as meeting a different set of needs after emancipation. Come on, Queen. Let's go.
Every day, people drive past this row of trees in San Francisco, having no idea of its connection to black history or the extraordinary woman who planted them. Artist Cheryl Derricott was researching eucalyptus trees in San Francisco when she happened upon the smallest park in the city, a tiny 8x10 memorial to a woman she had never heard of, Mary Ellen Pleasant.
This stand of 6 eucalyptus trees was actually planted in what would have been her front yard in the 1800s.
Derricott became intrigued by this little-known piece of black history. A former domestic servant, Pleasant arrived from New England at the start of the gold rush with a keen eye for business.
And she realized with so many people coming over, it would be a great place for them to settle, and she could open businesses like the one she had learned how to run in the New England states.
Pleasant opened countless service businesses, boarding houses, brothels, laundries, restaurants. She quietly became a major property owner in the city, but because a black woman had few rights, everything she purchased was under the names of white business partners. That included Thomas Bell, co-founder of the Bank of California, with whose family she shared the opulent mansion on Octavia Street. Often masquerading as a domestic worker, Pleasant actually had a different distinction.
The first millionaire, we believe, the first black millionaire in the state of California.
In fact, she secretly amassed a fortune of $30 million, nearly $750 million in today's dollars, using it to help fund the Underground Railroad for people fleeing slavery back east. But as astounding as that may be, black historian John Templeton says she had another hidden agenda that may have changed the course of the entire nation.
Marilyn Pleasant was part of an international network that was devoted to ending slavery in the United States. And she is probably the single most important person in their success.
Templeton says Pleasant moved to California not just to generate money, but to help incite a war that would end slavery. She gave $30,000, nearly $1 million today, to abolitionist John Brown to fund his famous attack on Harper's Ferry in West Virginia.
Harper's Ferry was a precipitating event for the Civil War. So she specifically caused the thing that led to the Civil War.
When the Civil War began, California was governed by pro-Southern politics. But Templeton says that changed in 1862 thanks to the moneyed influence of San Francisco, and the wealth of the state suddenly became available to the Union war effort.
The deciding factor in the Civil War was California's gold. She was the one that turned California's wealth toward the Union.
And the fight against slavery.
Yes.
This woman, who helped start the war that would end slavery, eventually died penniless, relying on the hospitality of old friends. She lies now in this cemetery in Napa, under a headstone with the inscription Pleasant herself requested. She was a friend of John Brown. But in the city where it all happened, there is a living tribute, the eucalyptus trees she planted, shade provided by a woman who always worked from the shadows.
Oh.
Wait, I missed the whole how she went from 750 million in today's dollar to penniless. 750. A woman and of colored hair.
You know how she went there. White folks stole our bread. You heard what they said in the beginning? None of her money was in her name.
Yeah, in her name.
You don't act like you don't know what happened.
I had missed it. I was literally
But
calculating.
she still, you gotta think about how dope that was. For her to fund the civil, she ignited the fuel for the, you know one of the things I wanna do when we create Big Trap Media? I literally want to make movies about people like this, bro. Because we need to know this, right?
Epic story.
I'm glad we know about Martin Luther King. We need to know about his voice. Right? I'm glad we know about Frederick Douglass. We need to know about his voice. One of my favorite sayings is, once a man has information, he is unfit to be a slave. But we need to know about people like this, bro. We need to know about people like Reginald Lewis. They need to have movies about people like O.W. Gurley. We need to see this because, watch this, bro. Imagery, guess what? Watch this. Think about this for a second. How did they make drug dealing acceptable to us? Imagery. Imagery, dog. Imagery changes the whole landscape, dog. That's why they gotta have a freedom center in like 10 cities. Imagery, man. Let's go a little further, man. Let's get into some stock market talk. Oh, before we start, let's show them a preview of what's coming up this week. Then we'll get into the market.
So, he takes pride in talking to him before, but I'm just saying, like, if he shows up tomorrow in terms of leveraging points, he does take pride in the fact that he's been in business over 42 years, if that's true.
Bullshit. What was that? You ready for Trappin Tuesday?
Why you act like that? Bro, he got the most creepiest voice.
Hey, yo. we not just...
Back the fuck up. I was fighting that nigga that day. On the spot, that nigga said that shit, man. Oh, chillin'. Me and Jose just chillin', talking. That boy walked up and said, I'm ready for you, Trap. What the fuck you doing? So I was already doing millions. You was already hitting $1 million. I was like, that nigga, all right, bet. Well, this time, I haven't hit my stride. So I'm got $1 million a month on that bitch.
Warranty. I don't know what another contractor is up there doing.
Yeah, they have no other. That's what I'm telling you. There's no other contract up here, so I don't even want to go down that lane. Yeah, I don't want to go down that lane. I just want,
No, you had just said that I was bullying you by telling you by standing by my warranty. That's not bullying.
Yeah, but that's not. Well, but look, check this out. I don't want to get in the word back and forth, Tim. You know what I'm saying? That ain't where I'm at with it. So, like I said, man, we just gonna, we'll just let our lawyers get into. I have a contract.
No worries,
you have a
I'll
contract.
have a lien filed on your building by the end of the week.
That's cool.
Oh man, we getting into the nitty gritty. We getting into the nitty gritty.
Not playing no games.
It gets deep.
Shout out to Errol in the background holding it down.
It gets deep.
Say, hey, get your lawyer, bro.
Gotta get the lawyer. The man said he gonna put a lien on my building. I said, do what you gotta do, partner.
And shout out to Cam talking about you ready for Trappin Tuesday.
We got lawyer money. You gotta keep, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You gotta keep lawyer money.
Mm-hmm.
Tell y'all something. When you run your building, when you run your business, let me say something to y'all. It's real talk. So let me tell y'all what Journey to Freedom really about. At the end of the day, bro, Journey to Freedom is about, my goal is to build a squad where we can create a $100 million business. Put a framework together to build that. And in the process of doing that, you gonna face obstacles that you haven't faced before. And I learned so much by, going through the roofing situation. You like, bro, like, bet. Like, nobody, and here's the greatest thing you could do in this game. So what happens is, and this is why, we're gonna get into the market talk, and that's cool. Here's what you gotta do, yo. You gotta be willing to say, I know the end result that I want is gonna cost me. And it's gonna cost me some stuff that I don't even see coming. And you gotta be willing to say, I bet I'm gonna go through it. Now, my biggest mistake was, like, I had a lot of resources that I didn't always reach out to, right? And that's something you gotta get better at, right? But something you gotta do is you gotta surround yourself with people who are, one, selfless, who willing to They know what it's gonna take, right? You gotta be willing to demand more of yourself, but then you gotta start structuring yourself right. You gotta start saying, all right, let me go get a lawyer. And not just know any kind of lawyer. You gotta get a lawyer that won't fight. I remember I was like, we gotta get a lawyer. And I remember she called this guy, right? Elle did the research, we got this lawyer. And then when she called the guy on the phone, like he was like in a waiting room or something. He was at court trying to talk to me on the phone, but like looking around. I said, Elle, I'm good. Here's why. It ain't even saying that he ain't a good lawyer. But check this out. As your client, you showed me in that moment that I'm not gonna be first. Right? Because listen, man, I just wanted to get on here, talk to you, let you see who you're dealing with. I'm in court right now. Let me know your free time. I'll let you know my availability. As a matter of fact, when I get out of court, me and you can have this conversation. But I just want to have a quick call to let you know I'm here for you, I'm gonna fight for you. Once I get the details, this is how we go forward. That would have been so cold-blooded. I would have been like, ooh, that's it. I like that. I'm just giving you some FaceTime, my dog. I just want to show you I'm here for you. I'm going to rock with you. I'm in court right now, fighting for somebody else right now. After I get out of court, I'll let you know, see if you're free. I'm going to let you know what I got. Let's put some time on the schedule. I'd have been like, hey, that's my guy. But you trying to talk to me outside the courtroom, in the courthouse. I'm like, huh? He like, yeah, you know. I'm like, L. I say, L. And look at L hung up. L was like, damn. She knew she was like, damn. I'm a dog, so I need dogs. And the thing about me is because I've been to criminal court, I know what a dog lawyer look like. Because I beat a charge, I know what a dog lawyer look like. You know what I'm saying? So now the new lawyer we got, that's my guy. I like how he talk. He's so calm, But what you gotta do is when you building something big, so I remember Terica told me this, bro. She said, I spend the most money on my financial team and my legal team. And it makes sense why. You gotta have that. And so it was a lesson I learned, and then you gotta learn how not to stress your people out. So I know Ella try to do a million things. She was like, I read no, Ella, don't read the law. We gonna go hire your lawyer. That way you can focus on what you gotta do. Because she's gonna be like, I would read it, let me read it. I would line it, whatever I need. She gonna get like Madlock. So you just gotta be willing to go through it. So the journey to freedom is really, I wanna show y'all, I think our next thing we about to get the business evaluated. We gotta get with them people. We wanna get the business evaluated, see what the business valuation is, and see what we gotta do then to get to 100 million. I can't just say I'm gonna get to 100 million if I don't know who we worth right now.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see we work right now. I don't care if they say we're 5 million, 10 million. Okay, bet.
GPS got 2 dots.
Huh?
GPS got 2 dots. Where you going and where you at
come
right
on.
now?
I gotta know where I'm at. So I gotta say, okay, this is we work. They say 5 million, 10 million. All right, bet. Now we gotta do with the team and say, hey, y'all, how do we get to 100 million in this amount of time? So now we can start having quarterly goals, monthly goals, how much we gotta give away, how much we gotta. All of that matter. So my goal is to let you all see, even when we go get the next Freedom Center, I want to take y'all on a journey with me as we do all that. As we impact people, as we help educate, as we help create millionaires, as we help people become free, as we help people do so many different things, as we build our different business model, I want people to see, because what I've learned is, I'm trying to build this thing from scratch. So I gotta get it out of my head and I gotta do certain things. I gotta do the, I bet. So I gotta hire somebody like a Bernard. I gotta get somebody like a LaShawn. So they're really good at what they do, so I don't got to do the shit that they do. So I can focus on doing the stuff that I'm really good at and say, hey, I can trust you to do this. Just tell me when it's finished. Get me in the details, let me see it, but I don't wanna be over there. I don't wanna build a CRM, Bernard. Get geek out on that shit, dog. And just let me see it. And that's how you build your people. And so what I want to do is, I want people to be able to say from episode 1 to episode whatever, if we watch it, Journey to Freedom is a masterclass. You feel me? Journey to Freedom is a masterclass. And it's not just about building, it's budgeting. You know what I'm saying? It's Bernard be, hey, Trap, I'm getting nervous over here. I say, B, don't even trip. We all right. All right, bro, I trust you. Right? So it's budgeting, it's hiring, it's all of those things, right? Because what I feel in my heart is building a business is the greatest sport you can ever play in this world. But you can't win a championship by yourself. You gotta put people in. So how many entrepreneurs we know don't know how to hire? Shit, we gotta learn how to do it. What's the hiring process? What does it look like? What do you need from a director of operations? What do you need from a director of building operations? What do you need from a chief of staff? What do you need from a chief technology officer? What you need from a chief revenue officer? What do you need from a chief strategy officer? What do you need from a head of production? What do you need from a, what do you need? What does that look like? What does that hiring process look like? What does that firing process look like? What the hell does HR look like? Do you need a CFO? Do you need a financial controller? What do all these things look like? How do you build systems? How do you build infrastructure? How do you build a CRM? But in your mind, it's, man, I want to build $1 million business. All right, bet. Guess what? It ain't easy to build. You're going to run into some brick walls. It's going to get frustrating. Can you keep going? Because what I've learned is we get on Instagram, people are like, oh, automate everything. All right, bet. You ain't going to have no business. You're going to have systems in play. And you're going to have, okay, bet. Systems. Yeah, I made $30,000 in Hawaii. All right, bet. Wait
till you can't get a connection of that Zakier.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I automated everything. I got to have the systems. How you build the systems? What are you training your people on? What's the culture in your business? How do you set culture? How do you build culture? What's your hiring? What's your firing? What's your contractual? Who's responsible? Who's accountable? Who needs to be consulted? Who needs to be made aware? What's the communication channel? These are the things that and in order to automate a system, you got to first have it built. So that's what I want my vision for Journey to Freedom is a real live masterclass in real time in a 30-minute show every week that shows y'all what we going through. You're going to see me frustrated. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be some heated shit happening. But that's business. I need to be able to have an argument with Bernard, and 2 days later, we still get the shit done. I need to have an argument with Jose, and I need to be on him. I need to be able to get mad at him. He need to be able to get mad at me, and we need to be able to still get it done. And not flex, I'm the boss. It's my company. All right, run it by your damn self then. Go upload the stuff on BuzzFeed and go put it on YouTube and go do that if it's yours. Watch, let's see how long it take you. All right, let's go a little further. So, Journey to Freedom, come out tomorrow. Let's go. Word on the street, Jose. Let's get to it, man. We got a lot to talk about, man. All right. The money continues to flow, right? The U.S. stocks rose Monday and Tuesday despite geopolitical tensions after Iran launched missiles at a U.S. base in Qatar in response to American strikes in Iranian nuclear sites. The Dow gained 0.5, the S&P 0.6, and the NASDAQ compounded 0.5. All prices fell sharply. Brent, which is oil, crude, dropped 7% as Iran measured response signaled possible de-escalation. Investors was initially rattled by fears that Iran may block the strike I forgot how to say that. I don't know how that is, but I'll just explain to you what that is. But regain confidence, especially after Fed Governor Michelle Bowman backed a possible interest in rate cuts as early as July. Now, that is it's a channel where boats come through where Iran actually has the power to shut it down. They can block it. They can do, because when you went out there, you went to Afghanistan or Kuwait? Kuwait. Well, y'all ain't have to deal with that. Y'all ain't have to deal with that. I thought you went to Iraq. I was about to say, because you went to Iraq? So Iran actually has power, right? Iran actually has power. And by law, oil stocks were supposed to spike. Because anytime there's a threat to supply. When there's a threat to supply, there's an issue. Hormuz, thank you, bro. I never knew how to pronounce that, you hear me? So Iran is always, now here's the thing. I was reading something from Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton said that the Israeli government has been having threats that Iran and this nuclear issue for years. And I think it went back to 2004. And Bill Clinton said something that was really important. He said, if he starts a war with Iran, it guarantees that he stays in power. And I thought about something. No country ever shifts or changes power in the middle of a war. It's not the best law of practice. Somebody said it went back as far as 95, facts. And so my thing is, I want us to just pay attention to it, but I don't want us to get lost in it.
Yeah, there's a setup coming on that one. Like, you can see it now.
And the crazy part was, like, if I can remember, I think they initiated the shit. It's real. They initiated it, this rip, right? They initiated. Let me ask you a question, cuz. Why don't the world want Iran with a nuclear weapon? Because they what? They with China. I knew they was with China and Russia, but Russia got them. But you ain't gonna stop them. I be asking Cuz because I know he went to war. That's why I be asking Cuz a lot. Anytime I got war questions, I go to him. Every time. Every time I got war questions, I go to Cuz because I know that's his shit. That's his shit. That's interesting. All right, let's go a little further, man. What the hell is that? Oh, why it matters.
Try to take it to another level. Even though...
That's good, yep, but you got to get all that stuff off the top.
I know. All that average.
Yeah, we ain't showing that. Let's go to
they
where we
got
gotta
the
go
Iran
to.
sweatshirt.
Yeah, we
packs.
ain't showing that India today. Nah, get that off the TV.
Crazy.
Get that off our screen, man.
Good try, Benton.
Yeah, throw that to Steve first. Let him clean it up.
Make a graphic.
Man, I mean advertising somebody selling button downs, you know?
Bruh.
All right, here we go, man. So, here we go. So, watch this. Here's my language right here. Y'all know this is my data for you right here. The S&P 500 performance after geopolitical-led volatility spikes since 1950. 1 month later, 2%. 3 months later, 3%. 12 months later, 9%. Remember what I told y'all? Remember we said this? There's an old graphic, Jose, when I said, after a sharp 20% decline, 1 month later, 3 months later, 9 months later, the data ain't failed us yet. You feel me? The data ain't failed us yet. Now, here's more. That's what I love. I love data. I love data. Because data don't have no emotion. So watch this. The S&P, you take this how you want it. The S&P, so I told y'all this after the sharp decline. I say after a 20% decline, this is what the market does. Since then, we've put in about 15 plays. Why? Because I trust data. It's how I'm data-based. So hear me when I say this to you. After a geopolitical-led volatility spike, since 1950, this is what the market has done. 1% later, 1 month later, 2%. 3 months later, 3%. 12 months later, 9%. Do what you want with that information. Do what you want with that information. Let's go a little further, man. War money. So the markets have proven resilient during the past, and I'm doubling down on this. I'm doubling down on this. I'm doubling down on this. U.S. involvement in conflicts is typically good news if markets believe it solves the issue. Meaning, when the U.S. get involved with something, some type of conflict, and the markets feel that the United States solved the problem, the markets rally. Why? Because it keeps us in big dog position. Come on, let's talk about this for a second. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Where is Trump right now? He just landed in the Netherlands. To do what? More conflict resolution. Now watch this. His statement today was, in so many words, y'all pissing me off. Watch what I do if you won't stop. Now, I will say this. To my knowledge, Trump is the first president I ever heard tell Israel, you pissing me off. Now, I'm not saying nobody never said it. He got publicly invented dropping F-bombs. He said, hey, you pissing me off. And then he said, you better stop. Come on, man. He said, I'm mad at Iran too, but Israel. I've never heard a president get, huh? Yeah, then he said, I'm going to stop it. Don't worry. Bro, I'm telling y'all, I don't know what this dude got. I don't know what Trump juice. But
Grandma gave me that change.
Check it out.
Debo.
Markets have proven resilient. So watch this. So if they hold, watch this though. If this holds, this conflict, bro, you know the type of feather that's gonna put in his cap? Okay, like put your emotions to the side. Bro, he about to, listen, if this holds, if like not another missile gets launched, he goes to the Netherlands with so much power. And then if he can get Ukraine, Russia, he went got them. And if he can broker the right deal with China, bro gonna walk around like Optimus Prime, dog. He gonna walk around like, and here's the thing, the market's gonna respect it. I said all that to say that. The market's gonna hold on to it. When, now let me show you how that's gonna lead to something powerful. That's gonna be the feather in his cap for his whole, until something else come up that he create. But that's gonna put the Democrats in even more of a, because then he gets to put who he want in front of them. And you know he's talking about a third term. Barack better get ready to come out of retirement, because they ain't got nobody in the Democratic Party that can, not nobody. Barack gonna be their only chance. And here's what I know. I looked at Barack in 2008.
Oh, he different.
To the Barack that got out. Boy.
He aged quick. He's starting to slow down.
He done started slowing down because he been out of office.
Yeah. But he was.
You know why? Because you get to say what you want and go home to your wife.
Yeah.
You gotta listen.
And I don't even think Michelle like him like that, based off the podcast she been on recently. But we ain't going there. I'm just saying.
Oh, but look at this. Watch this. Operation Desert Storm, market went up. NATO bombing of Yugoslavia, went up. Watch this. Market went down. United States invade Iraq. Look what happened after that. I'm just saying. And boy, you took the words out of my mouth, cuz. There's a prime nucleus in every one of these things that happened. What you think it is, Jose?
I mean, I heard him, so I don't even
Goddamn Republican. It's the Republicans. Bro, it's the dang on Republicans. Yeah. Anyway, war money, fam. Put your emotions to the side and pay attention to who moving the pieces on the table. But I'm telling y'all, if this go how this, bruh, if this go, somebody say Barack ain't it, do your research. Bruh, I know all the research about Barack. You can't tell me nothing I know. All I'm saying is there's nobody in the, let me be real with you, bro. Ain't none of them it. Mm-hmm. Let's start right there. Ain't none of them it. And I'm always be the person to say they use Barack to kill Gaddafi. That's always, I'm always look at Barack sideways for that, bro.
But if we talking of popularity, he got.
But we talking popularity. See, the
regardless
problem
of whatever.
So watch this. The biggest problem people they looking at who gonna do right. When any one of them did right by you, bro. I just told you, we just had a whole 15, 20-minute talk about get out your feelings. Huh? And you go, Barack ain't it. I ain't never said he was. Listen, here's what we understand. Trump won this all based on popularity. And watch this. Presence is what won this. Mm-hmm. Presence. He ain't outsmart them. He ain't have a cold-blooded political strategy. Presence. If you can say you took any debate, if you can say you took any debate that Donald Trump did serious without laughing, I'll give you some. I laughed at every last one of them, but here's what I said. Bro, they got the, you trying to outthink somebody that don't care about trying to outthink you. He know exactly who his audience is, and he going straight to him. He talking straight to him.
You ever laugh at somebody like, oh, no, they serious?
No, you be like, no.
You
they're
like,
eating
I'm
the dogs. I laughed. I said, wait, hold up. They're eating the dog. I'm crying laughing. I said, wait, hold up. Oh, bro, serious.
Yeah.
This is not a joke. This is not a tagline.
Right.
This is not a tagline.
It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, no. Oh, wait up. Let me back up. They're eating the dogs. I'm like, oh, this is real funny. This is great. Wait, hold up. He said it again. Oh.
And then when you go back to look at the stuff, you're like,
he consistent. That's what I'm saying. So it's
smarter, not harder.
We got to start realizing this, y'all. Like, in our head, we got to start realizing, like, My lawyer told me this one time, bro, and this was some real actual factuals. And I've used this in many things with politics and all. He said the best lawyer don't always win a court case. It's who can tell the best story. Whoever can perform the best. And when he told me that, bro, it changed my idea because I started watching the stuff that he did. He said, I'm gonna tell you something. And he said, I don't want you, he said, you don't have the luxury of having emotion and showing facial expressions in the courtroom. You gotta have one expression. He said, when you feel frustrated about something, I'm gonna give you this pen. And he really did this to me. He said, I'm gonna give you this pen and I'm gonna give you this pad. If you want to curse somebody out or something, you write it on this paper. And if you even want to, you can lean over to me and say, whatever you got to say, but cover your mouth, lean over to me, write it on a paper, and get back in. He said, because you never want to show emotion in here because they always looking at you. He said, the next thing is, you're going to hear me interrupt the lawyer. You're going to hear me say stuff while they talking. He said, here's why. The jury cannot unhear what they heard. He said, here's what you fighting against. Them jurors are looking at this table, and here's what they see. They see a 223. You were 16 when you went to prison for shooting a man with a 223. So in their mind, this your favorite weapon. They see this weed, they see the money, they see the X pills, and they see the drink. Now, to them, what they're saying is, you are willing to go back to prison with the same type of gun that you've used before to protect this weed, this money, and them pills. My job is to interrupt everything that that lawyer says about you that connects you to that, even though they're looking at it. Bro, I said, what? I said, this is a circus. This is a circus. This is a circus. I'm telling him, I'm like, bruh, but they didn't have no search warrant. And here's what he told me. If you think that mattered, you wouldn't be at trial. If you think that mattered, it would have got threw away in probable cause. Clearly, the judge in magistrate court understood that this was supposed to be thrown away. But the game ain't fair. So I gotta get paid. This is real. That's why I love this dude, bro. So I gotta get paid. The courts gotta get paid. And if you go to prison, the system gonna get paid. Because even though taxpayers gonna take care of you, your labor gonna pay the prison. Bro, he had this conversation with me before we went in there, bro. I said, oh, this is them. And I sat in that a whole while. And I was like, oh, okay. Now, because I've been to prison already, I already understood certain parts of it, but I never been to trial. I watched a lot of people go to trial. I was like, dog, this is a, what you call that shit? A dog and pony show. If I'm being honest with you, bro, facts don't even matter in court, bro. Bro, they don't matter. They don't matter. They only play a small, because guess what, bro? Guess what, bro? It's all about who got the, that's why certain lawyers cost so much money. Because you don't just get them for how smart they are, you get them for the theatrics. You get them for the theatrics, bro. You get them because they know how to captivate an audience. They know how to interject, and they can tell a better story than the other lawyer. A great lawyer is a great storyteller. Johnny Cochran, nigga, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. That's one of the coldest bars ever. If the glove don't fit, you must acquit. OJ, rest his soul, beat a double homicide because one glove ain't fit, bro. Johnny Cochran was a master storyteller. Why am I saying all that? Them people don't care. We saw it for the inauguration. What Barack Obama said that. Go look at who he sat next to. Laughing, chilling. Bro, the people don't care. Because while we fussing and all that, guess what? While we over here, guess what they doing? Hey, boy, you don't know what the hell you doing.
Playing golf.
They going to play golf. They talking about it. They chilling. This ain't number one big stage, y'all, and we the audience. Somebody say, please start stock. Lead the show. Lead the show. I do this all the time. So get out your feelings now. Let's go look for 4,000 people in the chat, Jose. Just because somebody say, please start stocks, I don't even want to talk about stocks no more.
Let me get back up on the podium.
Just because he said, please start stocks, I don't even want to talk about it no more.
Oh.
And me
no, this ain't pre-recorded.
This
we
is
live.
not pre-recorded. Just because he said don't talk stocks, I don't even want to talk about it no more. Anyway, I'll go. I ain't gonna trip. This ain't that, dog. I'll talk about what I want to talk about. I love my people love me. You must be new here. You must be new here, bro. I don't care about you wanting me to talk about stocks all the time, bro. I promise you I don't. Anyway, all right, Magnificent 7. Will they have a summer run? Sean, tell me how you feel. Mag 7 up, summer run. Check this out. Meta leading the pack, plus 16%. Mike, I'm surprised right here. Microsoft.
They've been grinding slowly.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
NVIDIA. I'm gonna tell you something. This NVIDIA story is phenomenal. Down 23%, bro.
Come back.
Down 23%, bro. To +4?
Putting Apple to shame.
I'm about to slack the piss out Apple. Tesla was down 50% to -8. Bro, what we doing?
It was negative, I think it was -53 or -57%.
-50, it was like -53% to
Yeah.
-8%, bro.
40%.
Amazon, -5. I'm kind of shocked at Google a little bit, though.
Well, no, they had the antitrust stuff, right?
Hmm?
They had the antitrust stuff, right?
They coming through that, though.
Yeah.
If you had to say anybody right here that would stay, who do you think on the list? Okay, let me see something. Between Meta, Microsoft, and NVIDIA, do you think NVIDIA catches up? I got a question for you. Do you think NVIDIA reaches 20% this year? Or do you, all right, question. Do you think NVIDIA does 15% or more this year? Double digits.
What it currently is now, I'm trying to think from a stock price
4%,
perspective.
147, all-time high is 153, has to break that. Does NVIDIA do double digits this year?
So dang, it would have to be like 15% is like, so if it's 15, like 150, it had to hit like
talking about like
170,
180.
180.
Yeah.
I don't know about 180. I don't know about 180. I think it could go maybe like 10.
10%?
But like NVIDIA ain't moving like it used to. It's not moving like it used to. It got upside. I'm not saying it's not going to go up, but that much, because that would mean that it fixed a 40% deficit because it was down 20, went up back to break even, then back up. That's crazy.
All right, next question. Does Apple turn positive on the year?
No. I don't know. No.
Yeah, Trump got them in a chokehold.
Absolutely.
Trump got them in a chokehold.
No matter what Trump is saying, you notice this whole time, Trump been talking crazy and Apple is still down. Like, still not reacting.
He told them they tripping.
Yep.
He said, if you don't make an iPhone in America, I said, ooh.
He hasn't said one good thing about them yet. They still down. I'm like, hey, until he say something positive.
Now, Apple is talking about buying Perplexity, which is an AI.
Yep.
The rival to Chat GPT.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think it, because negative 17%, they got to eat up that deficit. And they got to, like, again, the deal got to go through. They still got to do the integration. That's still, like, the market still has to react positively to that. Even if it does, it might do something like Amazon, maybe like negative 5%. But I feel like it might still be, I don't know. They getting dogged right now.
All right, last question. Does Tesla go positive this year?
I know people gonna be mad, but I think it can. I think it's gonna be, maybe barely, but I think it's gonna definitely get like positive this year. Just you seen the back and forth with Trump, even like how everything is going.
I think they good though.
I still think because eating up that deficit, institutions see something, whether good or bad.
Now 54%.
That's a lot of. You know how much shares? You know how many shares you got to buy? You know how much betting you got to do like on this upside? They know something. So this is probably gonna go positive, most likely.
All right, let's go a little further, man. All right, is NVIDIA making a comeback, man? So NVIDIA was down to $83. It is now $147. Close to all-time highs at $153. Is NVIDIA getting back to its old self? Is NVIDIA getting back to its old self? Now, my question to the group is this. NVIDIA at 147, does it hit 170 by end of year? My question, Jose, does NVIDIA, put it in the chat, does NVIDIA hit 170 by year end? That's about $23. That's about $23. That's about $23. Put that in the chat, Jose. Does NVIDIA hit 170 by year end? Ooh, somebody say 200. That's crazy. Does NVIDIA hit 170 by year end?
So 72% right now saying, yeah, they trapping.
Ooh. All right, let's go a little further then. Let's go a little further. What we got? Let's talk. I like it.
Hey Trap, what's going on? It's Stephen calling from Alberta, Canada. I just want to say thank you for taking my question here. First of all, you're a big inspiration to me. As you can see, I'm on site right there doing a shutdown right now, and I know you have a background in this as well, so lots of motivation there from you. Thank you. My question today is that I had recently bought a Tesla call for $335. The stock was $333 when I bought it, and it went up to $348. However, I only made like $160, and so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I know in the past I've had other plays with a $4 to $5 upward range. Like the price went up $4 or $5, and then and I made like $600 or so plus. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I do have the options course. However, I have a little bit of a challenge understanding the formula a bit. So I'll figure that out. But if you can maybe guide me, let me know what I'm doing wrong. And yeah, thanks you. Appreciate all your help and all you do for the community. Peace.
Man, I appreciate you, family. I was about to ask, man, where you at? It look cold out there. It look cold out there.
I don't even know where he at, yeah.
It look cold out there.
He bundled up too?
Huh?
He bundled up?
He bundled up. Mm-hmm. And that's in June. Where you think he at?
Alaska.
Alaska.
Doing some work. They might be building a little refuge or
Man, shut up.
a little ark.
Yeah, so one of the things, so let me talk to you, King. So definitely I appreciate you for asking that. I think the biggest issue probably what the delta is on it. So the delta tells you how much your option makes or loses based on stock price going up or down. So probably the delta on this one is, probably somebody say Canada. Might be Idaho, damn. But yep, the delta, he said Canada?
I missed it because my dog was whispering. He was
Y'all couldn't hear him. Oh, he in Canada. That
Okay.
makes sense. It be cold out there.
And they be quiet too, so
Yeah, he in Canada.
They don't be
yeah.
too loud in Canada.
That man said they be quiet. Oh my God. Yep, so that's what it is, King. So you want to go look at the delta on it. So go look at your delta. And if you on E-Trade, you can press the stock and then it'll say details. You press that and it'll show it for you. So it's probably, you probably got a little delta on that. So that's probably what that is. Damn, I didn't know he was in Canada. It's cold out there. I can't go to Canada.
Oh, because
I got a 10 murder. They say I can't, they don't want me. They say, nope, stay your ass in America. Real talk.
What other restrictions you got?
All right, let's go a little further.
Good Trap. What's up, family? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hope everyone is having a blessed month and that health, wealth, and prosperity is brought to you and to all your family. I first and foremost just like to thank you, Trap, for being a light for this community, as well as being a light for the people that we're able to come in contact with and preach the gospel of what in this investing journey has done because of a leader that we have like you. So thank you, brother, for that. For real. Or OG, my bad. But Jose, thank you for taking my question. And my question would be, how can I recognize when I'm relying too heavily on technical analysis and missing out on the emotional or psychological factors that influence my trades? So I use apps like simply Wallstreet, apps like stockanalysis.com, things like that. And then you're able to see analysis forecast. You're also able to see projected growth. You're allowed to see, all these cool things about if this company is making money or not and things of that nature. I tie that into support and resistance. I tie that into liquidity. I tie that into even volume sometimes. And I just can't seem to win a trade. So I just want to know what I'm doing wrong. My long-term investing is going pretty well, but it's the trading that is really knocking me upside my head. So again, thank you for everything. And I appreciate your attentiveness to this cause. Appreciate it.
Say, bro, I wish I had his level of calm.
Bruh,
Nah, bro.
he do get the super calm.
Nah, bro. Like, I'm going to tell you something, bro. I appreciate that King so much.
Yeah.
Bro, his level of calm is so so I'm a big energy person. I would love to be around him to see he that calm, like in person.
Yeah.
He like, hey. So first of all, let me say, hey, don't preach the gospel to me, dog.
But he had a chill gospel drink.
He was like preaching the gospel.
He had the love talking slow jam gospel voice.
I like his vibe, bro. Like, he look like he just be like, that shit look like it's about to run.
I'm just mad. He said that joke look like it's about to run.
That shit about to run, boy.
With the squint.
Yeah, that bitch about to run. Let me see something real quick. That bitch about to run. I'm about to put a call on that bitch.
Bruh.
I'm about to put a call on that bitch.
The people in our chat, though, they said Chris Brownish.
Nah, bro, I like him. What his name? I want to know what his name is in the Patreon.
Oh,
you gotta come to the event, family. Like, he's so chill.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Real talk about me. I'm such a big energy person. I've always admired people that was super chill. I'm like, yo, how you so chill? I don't have that in me. Not Bernard like that. Man, Bernard be like, that's interesting. I'd be like, nigga, I just told you some gang shit.
Wait, with the graduation pose, though?
Yeah, I'd be like, I just told you, so he'd be like, that's interesting. I see it. I'd be like, B, I just told you some gangster shit just now, dog. Nigga, get excited. He'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna go up there and got a call up with HubSpot right quick here. I'd be like, man, go up there, B. I'm good, dog. Nah, so I thank King, man. I thank you, brother. Like, you so chill. So let's get into it. So when am I relying too much on technicals then? So it sounds like, so here's what I will say. It sounds like, for me, you are overloading because you are adding, so watch this. The growth is about to be good. So you're looking at growth rate and how much money a company can make. That is good. That is good. You can tie that into the formula, but you gotta leave it once you come up with the strike, okay? The second thing you're doing is that has nothing to do with how the candlesticks move. So those are two different things. That plays a part when earnings and things like that come into existence. But if you're using my formula, once you use it to get the strike price, you're basing strike, you get the strike price and you let it do what it's gonna do. Once you try to start trading with the technicals, I hate to say it like this, but it almost becomes null and void. It becomes the catalyst to why you need to be there, but it doesn't become the catalyst to why the candles are moving a certain way. Man, I hope that makes sense. All right, let me dig in that a little bit deeper. So remember I talked about on here a while back, candle communication. And it's understanding what candles are saying to one another. All right, we're gonna walk through this right quick. So find a strategy or find something in your technical analysis that you are going to stick to. Like for me, one of the things I stick to three things. Identifying market structure. That was the first thing I started really locking in on. Identifying market structure. The next thing was finding support and resistance. So once I identified market structure, once I found support and resistance, then I went to supply and demand. So once I started really like locking on those three things, I would look at my current price, where's the price current, what structure is going on, because once you start, damn, this is gonna be good, because tonight one of our things is break a structure. We're gonna talk about that and change your character. That's one of the things we're gonna talk about tonight. Right, so once I figured out what is the current price, and remember what I always say, you gotta be willing, you gotta look left first before you move right, because looking left gonna tell you how to move right. All right, I'm gonna say it again. One of the rules that I came up with, now if you hear somebody say this, you know that they got that from me. I never heard nobody say it like that. I find my current price, and then I start looking left. Because you gotta look left in order to move right. Because when you look left, it's gonna show you how to move right. Right? So once I saw where I was at currently, the next thing I look for is, what's the current structure we in? Once I understand what kind of structure we in, the next thing I look for is, where's my support, where's my resistance? Now, that can be broken down into two ways. You can look at current support and resistance, which will probably be minus support and resistance, or you can go further out and say, what is major support and resistance, which is two different things. And then I try to find supply and demand. Where is the supply zone? Where is the demand zone? That helps me. That helps me. I don't try to go find, is it a double top? Is it a triple top? Is it a bull flag? Is it all of those things are cool, right? And then right after that, the next thing I'll go to is, watch this, the current candle I'm looking at, what does the next 2 candles tell me about this 1 candle? If I'm being honest with you, when I add my technical analysis to the options masterclass, that's gonna be it. The only thing outside of that is I'm gonna explain what price action is. Because you need to understand that. That's it for me. I'll say it again. What is my current price? Once that, I'll look left. Because looking left is gonna help me move right. Once I find that current price, next thing is, what structure am I in? What's the structure? Identify what's going on. Once I identify what's going on I'm saying, okay, where's a breaker structure at? Where's a changer structure at? I can get into a couple other things like where's the impulse, where's the correction, but all that's in market structure. That's why market structure is important to me. The next thing I do is, where's support, where's resistance? You can go major, you can go minor, but I start off with minor because I won't be in a box. And then if I won't go out further, I'll go, okay, where's my major support and resistance? Which is good. The next thing I'm going to, where's my supply zone, where's my demand zone? Once I get that, I'm gonna go again, look at this current candle. What are the 2 candles behind that telling me about this 1 candle? If I can't get no understanding from there, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit further. That's when you start zooming. So what you gotta understand of yourself, family, is this. The reason why, and here, don't get discouraged about behind the learning curve. What I want you to do is start writing down what are your rules right now. The reason why I can tell you it off the top of my head, that's my rules. That's the rules I created for myself. I'm gonna follow that rule every time. Now, if I wanna go deeper, I'm gonna say, okay, y'all know my rule. I'm gonna look at the monthly, when I'm gonna look at it. First of the month, 3rd week of the month. Why? Because that candle in the monthly is a developing baby. I'm gonna go monthly, weekly, daily. When I'm ready to execute, I'm gonna go 4 hour, 1 hour gonna help me execute. That's my whole breakdown, y'all. If you wanna know that's my technical analysis breakdown right there. I focus on now learning, me and Sean talk about it often. What is this candle? I start learning reversal candles. Once I start learning reversal candles, now I start understanding, what's the communication? So you gotta write out your rules, family. So what are you seeing what is making you make this trade? Right? What are you seeing to make you make this trade? What did the candle behind this candle say to you, and what does the candle in front of the candle that's about to appear say that giving you confirmation to make this trade? So every time I make a trade, 90% of the time, except for that time with me and Sean, I say, Sean, that's a gravestone. I'm going on my move. But watch this. That's also how we got in the next Tesla play, the one we in now. Because it was based on a trade me and Sean made between each other. He almost had me in a day trade. I'm going to just say, he trying his ass off. Right? But that's what you got to understand, family. So what I would tell you to do is, before you make another trade, write down what are my rules that I follow before I get in a trade. What is the thing that says, yep, I'm getting in this trade? Write those rules down. The next thing I would ask you is, what is the thing that attracts you to a trade out the gate? Right? So for me, I like finding reversal candles. I be looking for them. Oh, there you go one. Let me look at it. Oh, confirmation. I love it. Right? So I love looking for reversal candles. But you also got to identify this. Watch this. What is the downside to your strategy? Because if you only see the upside to your strategy, you're missing a whole bunch of information. I don't know, it may sound like a lot, but it's not. Right? So for me, is once I see the thing I like, what is the thing that now confirms it? Now, I'll tell you what I've been looking at lately, bull flags. I'm like, ooh, them things are sweet. They ripe for the picking. I've been looking at them. Ooh, bull flags, they is ripe for the picking. I'm trying to identify them like crazy now, right? So, that's what you got to walk through, family. You know what I'm saying? So technicals is not just one thing. It's a combination of things that increase the probability of you being right. If you saying you keep losing trades, that means you missing some data somewhere or you not interpreting some data somewhere that can help you. Also, what I'll say to you is, if you day trading, try to start putting a little more time on your trade that can give you some more clarity. You feel me? Like if you day trading, try to maybe give yourself a little bit more time. You know what I'm saying? That may help you out a little bit more in that situation. So, man, I hope I helped y'all, family, because I actually like dude, man. I think he's just super cool, and I think with your calmness, I feel like you grateful. That's why I'm like, damn, I'm excited all the time when I get in the market. But you have a certain level of calmness that I know that's gonna benefit you if you can use it to your advantage. So I hope I helped y'all with that, family.
Shout out to Yoshi.
Huh?
Yoshi.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Yoshi, okay, for sure. Yoshi, yeah, I'm gonna be looking for you in a group, man. So I just think you have a certain level of calmness with you, King, that's gonna really be your superpower because a lot of people not calm. I know I'm not. I'm super excited, but I just keep my cool. You got a calmness that's gonna benefit you in the game, for sure. And if I'm being real with y'all, if you listen to it again, I really just gave you my formula on every play I've made in the options. And since I've been studying technical analysis, every trade that I've made was based on what I just gave you. So if you like, chat, when you gonna add the technicals to the thing? I'm gonna add it, but that was it just now. Go look at this part over again. That's what I do. So if you haven't bought the option masterclass, I feel like you just got some free ass game. All you had to do was be in here for 2.5 hours. Let's go a little further.
Hey Trap, this is Alex Villegas. Thank you for taking my call. Thank you for allowing Jose to take my call. Bless you, bless the Trap, everybody in it. Unfortunately, October will be about 2 years. I was in an accident and my career was taken away. It was a good $160K a year career. But now I'm trying to supplement my income. So what are the best strategies, mindset, tactics, the steps? I mean, everything you could give me about a get down on becoming a very successful income trader to supplement my income now. So I can survive. I did get some insurance money from the accident and I'm going to try to do right by it. I went with your program because I heard the Holy Spirit through your voice and I do appreciate that. Lying in that hospital bed, I was trying to figure out, who I was going to go with in investing this money. So bless you for leading the way. But yeah, anything you could give me about the get down on becoming a great income trader. Thank you.
Man, I'm glad I get to say, man, Alex so cool in the group, man. I'll be checking Alex out, man. So first of all, bro, I just want to tell you, man, my prayers with you. 2 years since the accident, man. I see your resiliency. And don't let that go unnoticed. God saved you for a reason, man. You know what I'm saying? God saved you for a reason. So definitely, man, my prayers up to you. And thank you for hearing my voice in that time. So I just want to appreciate that. All right, let's get to it. So what I think is you should take, your goal right here should be, watch this, Alex. I need to make So first, before you need to make, the mindset is, this game will change my life. The mindset that needs to be adapted is, this game will replace my income. That's first and foremost. The next thing we gotta learn is this. We gotta develop a strategy. That's important. Because what we don't want to be doing, Alex, is freestyling for every trade. We don't want to do a strategy here and then do another strategy there. We need to have a strategy. So first thing is we develop the strategy. You got that because you in the two things on your favor. You in the Patreon and you got the Options Masterclass. So just since March, I think since April, the only trade that we have that's probably down is the Apple trade. Is the only one that we losing on in the waste management trade. Right? So right now, those are the only two trades that's down. And since then, we've been on a win streak. So that's really good. So here's what I'll say. First thing I would say is, bro, like, I want you to really talk to God so that you can have the clarity. And I'll say this every time I'm trading, I always tell God, God, help me to see the things clearly. I know I'm that person, bro, that put God in everything. I don't think because I'm trading, I leave God out of it. I'm the person that puts God in everything. So the first thing I think we need to do is say, God, like, give me the clarity to see the market and to see it in a way that I'm not distracted or caught off guard or, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's important. But then, I'll be honest, we need to develop, one, what are the characteristics of the stocks that we like? So, like, there's people that be like, Trap, you gonna get into this? I'll be like, nah, they don't have the characteristics. And what that does is that keeps me from chasing anything, right? We don't wanna be a chaser, we wanna let the market come to us because the market comes to us. If we believe it or not, the market comes to us, right? The next thing I want you to understand is, watch this. How much are we willing to risk per trade? How much? Because what can happen is, because you want the market to be your new income, watch this, you treat every trade like it's life or death. You gotta be willing to say, I'm in this learning era, I'm willing to pay the tuition, but how much am I willing to risk per trade? That's gonna be important for you. Because you in a situation right now, Alex, where every dollar is pivotal. The mindset hack to that is, even though it's pivotal, it'll come back to me tenfold if I honor the game. Oh man, it's so good. If I honor the game, meaning not treat the game like it's life or death. Treat the game like it's abundant. That's a change in philosophy. Because what happens is, if we treat it like it's life or death, Alex, if the market goes down a little bit, we fidget with it. Instead of saying, I'll give you an example. The Tesla play went one way, it turned on us, I didn't budge. It flipped around on us. Okay, now that it flipped, okay, let's go. So being willing to understand why we in a trade, which is why now I break down the trades in a Patreon. Like I said, hey, if it hit this number, it should bounce. If it doesn't, that was the reason for me being more descriptive about the trades that we started to get in. The next thing is giving yourself some grace. Some people take losses better than others. I read a book that says something that was real dope. This trader said he's okay with having more losses than wins because he keep his losses small and he let his wins be big. That was a game. I said, oh, that's crazy. He said, you can get caught up on win percentage, And that was me at one time. He said, some people get caught up in win percentages. Some people get caught up in probability rates. He said, I don't get caught up in either because you can have a high probability but a low win rate. He said, or you can have a high win rate with a low probability. He said, my goal is to make money. So I'm okay with he said he's okay with losing more trades. He was okay with losing 60% of his trades because the 40% that he did win on were big trades. That's key. That's key. Which is why I started off with saying to you is, how much are you willing to lose per trade? The downside to that is, you gotta have enough fortitude. For me, this is why I only trade companies that I would own, because I know if I give myself enough time, that trade has a great chance of turning around. That is something you'll have to navigate, because my risk tolerance and your risk tolerance are different, and because, and I don't mean this in a bad way, we in two different financial positions, meaning the money I lose or make in the market doesn't change my life. You're building your stock market account, your trading account, so that it can change your life. And that's two different perspectives, and it's not bad because you're growing to get to that mark, to that level. I hope this making sense, man. I hope this making sense, right? And so the next thing I want you to understand is, this is gonna be essential too, how much of the trading profits need to pay bills. And I know you said you wanted to be trading income, so what we gotta tell ourselves is this. Once we get to so let's say you need $2,000. If you need $2,000 a month from the market, then you probably need about $5,000 a month from the market, because $2,000 of it has to go to pay bills, $3,000 of it has to go back into building the account. You cannot have profits just to pay bills, because you'll never have re-up money. You need re-up money because sometimes the stash get hit, and you gotta have enough money to take a L and keep moving. If the stash get hit and you don't have no more re-up money, that's a bad situation to be in. So now we gotta discover, okay, my bills cost me this. I gotta be in a situation where I at least make 2.5 times what my bills are. Why? Because if I double what I make from my bills, watch this, if I double what I make from my bills, then I have re-up money. But I only have enough for the bills. If I double what I make for the bills plus some, I have bill money, re-up money, and I give myself some wiggle room. You never want to be so tight where you don't have wiggle room. That's one of the things that hurt people in everything. They try to walk the line so tight, you don't give yourself wiggle room. And then, watch this, the thing that you didn't plan for happens, and it wipes out everything. I hope that makes sense, family. I hope that makes sense. So Alex, you are in the right situation. I'm glad you're in the community. I want you to listen to this a couple times, because I think this is gonna truly be the year you take it out. Let's go. All right, man, so it's 10 o'clock. So I think we gave some game right there. So look, man, it was a great episode, man. I love y'all. Oh, we had one more? We had one more? Oh, we go. Let's go one more. I definitely don't want to kill nobody. Alex, yeah, man, and let's chop it up some more in the group while you in there, bro. Now that I know your situation, let's kind of try to navigate that for you, brother. Hell yeah, I love that, man. Let's go.
What's going on, Trap? My guy, Jose, the Trap fam, all y'all over there, appreciate y'all. Trap, especially for, the platform that you provide, what you do for the community, man. Shout out. I know I sound like a broken record, but shout out to you, man. I got a macro level question. I like to pick your brain about where your head is at, especially in the socio-political, kind of things that's going on. There's a lot of stuff been going on since the start of the year, and how that affects you on a day-to-day, your day-to-day operations, right? So here's my question, right? With the rising geopolitical tensions, like the Israel-Iran conflict, how should we adjust our trading strategy, especially when market volatility spikes and institutional players start hedging? And from a risk perspective, how do you see retail investors protecting themselves from getting caught in the fog of war-driven market moves? That's what I got. Again, appreciate you, everything you do. Thanks for taking my question.
Hey, I always enjoy when he always do give me some. I like that. I be liking when y'all challenge me like that, man. All right, so first, with the so first of all, thank you, family, for tapping in. I appreciate that. With the geopolitical tensions, I'll be honest, man. If I'm being honest with you, I didn't shift the strategy not one bit. Here's why. Because I stayed in that pocket of 20 to 30% because we didn't see nothing really change about tariffs. And for me, that was the underlying issue. The geopolitical tension was already there. We just added another layer to it. So for me, position size and liquidity has always been, I told Sean this the other day. I said, Sean, we in about 22 plays. I said, I'm a decrease position sizes right here. Why? Because I don't want to over leverage the portfolio. I said, I'm a decrease position size. So I'm like, plays I do next, I'm not going heavy. One, because nothing changed. We still don't got no tariff deals yet. July 9th is around the corner. So nothing changed. We had no data that really blew us out the water. We got an earnings season that's coming up soon. So my strategy, honestly, did not change. I'll be honest with you. So that's that. And now, with this, we just, again, and I kind of talked about it, alluded to it earlier. With Trump going to the Netherlands right now, and if Iran and Israel really stay the course, he done pimped the markets. If Iran and Israel stay the course and don't trip, bruh, he done pimped the markets. It's a done. I'm honestly, my thing is, I want to see what Jerome Powell gonna do. That's gonna be interesting. How would I tell investors hedge? I think that now that the markets have, they saying, I'm always this type of person. I'm always cautiously optimistic. Why? Because, again, I don't see that nothing changed. The market is just banking on what's happening. And so I'm probably, because the NASDAQ just hit an all-time high, because the S&P is I'm probably about to take a little profit off the table right now. I'm probably about to take some profit off the table for me. But how would I tell people hedge? What would be a great thing to tell people to hedge? I think that the best hedge right now, this is a good one. I would say gold, but I think because the market has taken on more risk, the gold trade has declined. Not saying it won't come back, but the market has taken on more risk. The market is seeing that they definitely want to go into stocks. So I think the gold trade is not what it used to be 2 months ago. Not saying that it won't come back. It's done really good. I'm not going to say short the market right now. I think the best hedge is to stay have liquidity because the market has hit all-time, it's about to hit those all-time highs. And what I know about all-time highs is there's always some shooters up there, which means the market has to decline. And I think on that decline, we'll probably get about a 5% retracement, I think, and then the market will go back up. Here's why I say that. Think about this. The market had hit all-time high in February. It always needs a pullback before we run again. I want to show this right quick. We should have a clip about a V-shaped recovery. We should have a graphic on that. And this is going to add on to your question, King. Do we have that? We should have all right, boom, right here. This is going to tie into what you asking me. So, all about the V. The NASDAQ 100 has did a remarkable V-shaped recovery. It went down 22% and shot back up. It broke all-time high. Why did I say that? There's always a big decline needed so that the market can skyrocket back up. Now, this is what's going to happen right now. The market is now going to flirt in no man's land. And it's going to make a lot of people skeptical. So this is why I'm saying, hey, let's take a little bit off the table. Now, the dope part about what's coming up is July, Tom Lee is my guy. Don't be listening to Tom. Tom be knowing. Tom be, Dan eyes be out, Tom be knowing. July is typically a really good month. But what I want to do is, I want to pull back a little bit. And I'm going to take off my positions and I'm going to let the house money run and I'm going to wait for the market to give me another opportunity. Because we have just now finished the first half of the year. The market has found some footing. So I think the best hedge is position and patience. I personally don't think that is gold. I don't think that is bonds. And I don't think it's time to try to short the market because I don't think the pullback gonna be that deep. I like basketballs, not donuts. And with that, we're gonna close out, man. Hey, I hope I helped you all tonight, man. I hope we had a great time today. Great show. I appreciate y'all. We hit 4,300 people in the chat tonight. We love it, we love it, we love it. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Just know, each and every week, same time, same place. Tomorrow, on the Wall Street Trapper. No, it's on this page. On the Wall Street, on this network page. Hey, y'all. I think y'all faded on me a little bit. We was at 11, 12,000, and y'all done faded on me a little bit. Hey, go watch the old Journey to Freedom. Trying to get y'all some game, man, for free. Right? Make sure y'all tap into the Wall Street Trapper page. We got a lot going on over there. Get your merch. Make sure you download on all podcast platforms, man, and share this out, man. I love y'all. Come join the Patreon. Come join Trappers Anonymous. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night, man.
Bye.